I'm making a face and I'm making fun, and Joe's frozen like that. This is one hell of a way to start week 17. What's going on, everyone? I guess I'm going to solo ride this until Joey gets his internet back and feeds the hamsters. And we'll just continue to stare at Steele here until Joey's back. There's Joey. Hey, Joey.
It's the holidays. You know, you come back to work after the holidays. You think everything's going to be all right, and then this happened. I don't know what's going on. This happened the other day. I think
for 10 more minutes.
I think my cord. I need a new cord or something. I don't know. All I know is it's championship week. It's week 17. Everybody should be excited. It's a start sit live stream here on Fantasy Pros. Happy holidays, everybody. Oh boy, what a slow drip. This is like torture depending on what end of this championship week you're on. Like if you have T. Higgins or Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry, you're like, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm just like, I'm winning every day. But if you don't, this is torture. You start with 2 games on Wednesday that are blowouts, a game in air quotes Thursday. I don't even want to talk about it. Oof. And then yesterday, a great game in the middle of 2 turds. So it has been a weird, slow drip burn for fantasy championships, D-Bro. I don't like it. I don't like it either. Tomorrow too. I hate it this way. I don't like it this way. Why do you hate it so much too?
Dude, all right. I'm just going to encapsulate it just like this. Doesn't this feel like week 18 instead of week 17 right now? All the players like
disjointed. That's
not playing games across all of it. We're like, oh, Raheem Blackshear is somebody we're going to talk about. Like, I mean, where are we at, baby? But it's championship week. It's championship week.
I guess. So we're going to hear and take your questions here. So let's start and get after here. Let's go with Neil. Morning, bros. Need a QB. No Hurts, no Tua. My options are Rodgers, Young, Mack, Rudolph, Pickett, and Flacco. Look, you might laugh, but last couple of weeks, Rudolph's got 2 touchdowns in each of those games. He's finished as like a QB 15-ish, in that spot. Rodgers is the one that pops out because you figure, okay, Buffalo's defense not very good, maybe a little safer play. But again, trusting Rodgers in a big spot seems like a tough sell to me. I'm fine with Rodgers. I'm fine with Rudolph. I don't know if you have a strong opinion about either.
It's Rodgers or Bryce Young, so we'll go with Rodgers here since we both agree on his name. I just think at this point of the season, Rodgers wants to save face, go out, feed Devontae Adams, and let the chips fall where they may in the cave.
Well, I realized I have to root for Aaron Rodgers the next 2 weeks.
Why?
Because if I don't, he won't have a job next year, and if he doesn't have a job next year, he'll most assuredly have a podcast.
No, I can't so let's root. Let's root for Rodgers today.
All right. So Flack attack, full PPR. Chuba is down. I repeat, Chuba is down. Played Mixon, and I have Brees. Should I throw in Abdullah, McMillan, or Devontae? Well, I mean,
hold
on.
McMillan.
You played Mixon, so you're going to play Abdullah or McMillan over Brees Hall?
Well, I thought he meant Brees is already in.
No, Chuba's down. I played Mixon, and I have Brees. Should I throw?
Well, no, I'm playing Brees Hall over the rest of those options. Yeah. I was on the assumption that meant like Brees was in the lineup. So yeah.
Okay. And then another league, Spears, Debo, or Tracy. I don't like Tracy in the weather and the crappiness of this stadium.
Spears. Good matchup. Spears, he's gonna get all the work.
Minus 100 to score a touchdown in Vegas too. So clearly they are happy with that. Scott Cobbs started Charbonnet and Darnold instead of Herbert in half PPR. Pick one, Bijan. Well, there you go. Stop at Bijan. And then 3 wide receivers, Jefferson, Addison, Adams, the first 3 for me. I'm not playing Leggett over those guys.
Yeah, first 3. I agree.
All right, that's easy. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger. TP31, Jaden Reed with Watson out or Downs with Flacco.
I'm taking Reed. Only because I don't know how much Indy's going to actually have to throw the ball today. All right, JT might just run all over the Giants.
Let's go to Chris Renner. Did I miss something? When did the Anthony Richardson thing change?
Oh, it was yesterday. Yeah, he's out. Flacco's in. He's out. Tua's out. Jalen Waddle's not playing. Christian Watson's out.
Well, I know Waddle's out. I know Tua's out. I know all those. I got so many questions about Connor yesterday. I told everybody the same thing. Don't play him. Even if he plays, he's clearly not healthy. Like they're just trying to go through, and it turned out to be right. But Trey McBride got a touchdown, so everything's right.
Finally, we found out he can score.
1 week where Andrew Erickson this year did not bet on him to score a touchdown. He scored.
No, he did. He did. He finally bet it again. He bet it again. He re-rolled it again. I saw him tweet it out yesterday.
Chris Renner,
Scored 3
GM.
touchdowns, so
Thank you all you guys for all season. Okay, with Tua likely out, do I keep an Achan or bench him for Brees? No, I'm keeping Achan. He's going to be the offense.
They're going to lean. They're going to lean on him and Jonnu today. That's why I kept them as no doubt starters.
Need upside from Thomas, PPR, McMillan or Achan with no Tua. I know McMillan's been scoring some touchdowns, but I got to play Achan still.
I'm still playing Achan. I understand the worries, but I'm still playing Achan.
Brent Mason, it's clobbering time. I just saw CM Punk, by the way, on Thursday night. Madison Square Garden.
High five.
Good stuff. I was not close enough to give him a high five, but it was super fun. QB, Jaden or Purdy? I mean, this is for fuck's sake. Jaden Daniels has been QB 1 or 2 the last 3 home games. Did you know that? I
believe you. I did not know that.
The last 3 games at home, he has finished as QB1, QB2, and QB1. What are we doing here?
He's going against Atlanta.
I know there's weather. I don't care.
Atlanta. I don't care. Dude. Hold up.
I'm not sitting.
I don't care about all the weather stuff. Well, people talked about me, and I've gotten questions in the Discord about, what the weather, what this. I fade weather. I don't care. That's not going to make the difference.
I don't fade wind. That's the thing I don't like. When it's really gusty, that's different. Like the Baker Mayfield gusts that killed a couple fantasy games a few years ago in Cleveland. That stuff's for real. PPR flex spot, Mooney, Jennings, Ridley, or Chiga Conquo. There's some good options here. Ridley pops out to me. Personally, I think I would go with Ridley, but Chig is certainly in that mix too.
It's Jennings or Ridley for me.
Well, pick one. You got to pick one. I'm picking Ridley.
I'll go Jennings. I just can't trust Mason Rudolph's
arm. Or no help. Terrific. Jackson, BTJ or Neighbors? I'm playing BTJ. He's been
BTJ.
Terrific.
Easy.
And then Aubrey or McLaughlin for PPR.
McLaughlin.
Okay, let's go to Matt's question here. Bryce or Flacco?
Bryce. Easy Bryce.
There you go. Anthony, half PPR, need one in the flex. RB for Spears, HN, BTJ.
BTJ. And
BTJ
you said one on
great. Oh, I'm sorry.
HN. I understand the Spears stuff, but I'll still play HN.
Julie G, lost Hurts and Anthony Richardson. Oh boy. Young, Rodgers, or Flacco?
Rodgers. But it's close between him and Bryce.
Aaron Rodgers winning people fantasy championships.
Oh,
there you go. That's what you need in 2024. Flex PPR, Jennings, Addison, Spears, McMillan, Ford.
Spears.
And then Miami or the Colts defense?
Miami. Has anybody watched DTR and how bad he is?
DTR. Caleb Randolph, Hawkinson or Kraft?
Ooh, this is a good problem to have. I'm playing Hawkinson just from the volume.
And your thoughts on Kraft if Watson's out? Well, Watson is out.
I mean,
so I don't know if that changes things necessarily. But Vegas is telling, like, everybody's chasing this Jordan Love thing. And maybe he's prolific again against the Vikings. Last year he was not. Both of those games were under 250 yards. The Vegas line for him is 245.5. Last time he faced the Vikings, it was 389. I think Vegas is telling us something, and everybody's running to the over, and maybe that's the wrong thing. I'm just saying, like,
maybe
just saying. Hey guys, Stafford, JSN, and Chase Brown disappointed. Need a miracle. Got Barkley, but I need a wide receiver flex. McLaurin, Devontae, Neighbors, Tajee, Dowdle, or Tracy. There's only one boom there, and it's McLaurin.
It's McLaurin. Yeah, stop him. Much
quarterback.
It's easy McLaurin. He's off the injury report.
Easy for me over Kincaid.
Yep, easily Chig. Yep,
he's got 21 targets in 2 weeks with Mason Rudolph. Obi-Wan squad. Hi guys, Calvin Ridley, Jordan Addison, Adam Thielen in my flex. Ooh, those are all good options.
I'll go Ridley here.
What do your rankings say, Derek?
I'll go Ridley.
Okay. Also, 2 out. Should I start Bucky Irving over Achane? Yes. Bucky Irving over Achane. And then Laporta over Jonnu. I do.
Yeah, I just look in the reason that you're starting Jonnu without worry, like in a lot of different spots, is because he's the best tight end option on your team. But other than this one, I learned Laporta.
Our producer Seth is on the Weather Channel right now. 75% chance of rain in DC tonight. Winds about 14 miles an hour. That's fine. When you get to 25 is where I start to get, concerned.
Sustained winds at 20 and higher, or gusts in the 20.
Brian, let's go to half PPR. Pick 2. Cook, Garendo, B-Rob, Spears. Well, Cook is in. He's at 100 yards rushing in every game except for the one that get the Rams in the last month.
Cook and Spears.
Okay, there you go. Emily, Baker or Purdy? It's Baker for me.
Baker.
And then flex 2, Chig, Garendo, Dowdle, Coker, Kendre, Cooks, Amari, leaning Chig and Garendo. I think that's the right lean.
I think it's the right call.
Go get him, Emily. You know what you're doing.
Good job,
Go
Emily.
win.
Let's go.
By the way, this is depressing. Derek and I are a little depressed today because we had great teams in the Flex Championship.
Yep.
We made it to the semifinals. We both lost in the semifinals. And now I am kicking the ever-loving crap in the consolation game of Derek Brown. Just into a puddle of mud. And that would be so much fun today to be talking about because Lamar's already played. T. Higgins had 1 million touchdowns yesterday. He's on that team. Derrick Henry's on that team. What could have been, Derek, today? What could have been?
What could have been, but you know, it just wasn't our week, man. You dominate the whole year, and when you get into the playoffs, things go sideways, brother.
I guess. Let's go to Brent, Indy or Miami. Again, Miami, right? You said?
Yeah, Miami.
Vinny. Vinny wants to know Dowdle or Coker. I'm going with the running back.
Yeah, I'll go Dowdle just for volume.
Will, Calvin Ridley or Leggett? It's Calvin for me.
Ridley. Easy Ridley.
Okay. Thug, Chig or Kraft? Chig for us. I believe I said that already.
Yep.
Let's go to Calvin. Again, flexing Kendre Miller and Jaden Reed. Swap any for Blackshear, Cooks, Ferguson, or Chigakonkwo. I like Chig more.
Chig over Kendre. I have no faith in anybody that's wearing a New Orleans Saints jersey today. None.
That's right. Shorty, 11-3, most points scored, about to lose to a 6-8 team after losing Lamb and Hubbard.
Dang it.
Them's the breaks. Gotta love fantasy football. Hey, you ain't done yet. Full PPR, wide receiver and a flex. McMillan, Downs, Dowdle, Garendo, Okonkwo. I want to play. I'm playing for touchdowns here. I think that's what we're doing, right?
Sure.
All right. So where do you want to go for those? Because McMillan and Downs certainly could have some big games. Garendo, again, from the volume standpoint, you can play that game, or Okonkwo from his point of view, too, of the volume also. It's full PPR.
I'm going McMillan and Downs.
Just big days. Hundreds and 2 touchdowns. That's what you're doing. Shorty, perhaps the gods will smile upon you. Jordan, morning team, appreciate the hard work. Thanks. Struggling this morning, full PPR, sit 1. Brian Thomas Jr., no. Jonnu Smith, McLaurin, or McMillan. So I'm sitting Jonnu. I mean, that's easy.
Sitting Jonnu. He's tied to Tyler Huntley. Woof.
Yeah. Dreadis, morning guys. Confidence level of Achan Jonnu with 2 out. Achan good, Jonnu less for me.
Less, but
would
you're
you start
still starting
Spears
him
and Chig over them? I would start Chig over Jonnu for sure.
I would start Spears and Chig.
Yep. You would start Spears and Chig too. Okay. Over Achan,
like
you start Spears.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd still go Achan, but Justin Jeffords, thanks for all the year. I won my 2nd title in 3 years. Yeah, Justin, good job. 2nd title in 3 years. Very nice. Very nice. Brian, Kraft, Wicks in the flex or Kraft over Laporta?
Kraft and Laporta. I think it's Reed in Dub's game and Kraft. I think
Brian Jenkins, that Jenkins boy. Hey guys, playing in 2 finals. Start Neighbors, Ridley, or Downs?
Ridley.
Ridley's the floor. Start Neighbors, Jennings, or Debo? I'm playing Debo. I was on the Debo train last week. That was all a solo train.
Jennings to Debo. Man, we're splitting hairs here. I think either one of those guys.
I'm playing Ridley and I'm playing Debo. Playing my best guys and hoping for the best. That's what you do. Play your best players. Carlos, Jaden Reed, Spears, or Tracy? Spears, yes?
Spears, yes.
And then Purdy or Goff? Really? Goff.
Oh, I'm going Purdy. Detroit's defense has nobody left.
Yikes.
Thanks, Ron.
Tammy, right? Tammy, yes.
Tammy.
Good morning, guys. I'm in the finals. I need help after having Connor last night. Ooh, standard league for flex. Ford, Garendo, Jennings, or Smith? Garendo, probably, but
Garendo.
Yeah, okay. I thought you might say Jennings. So Garendo it is.
I mean, Garendo, we're just touchdown hunting.
Yep. Full PPR, start Garendo over the flex, over Brees, Aaron Jones.
No. I'm playing Brees.
Okay.
Can we give a shout out to this Abby? Like that was
Abby's tremendous.
That is fantastic.
Abby is tremendous. Start 2, Jennings, London, McMillan, or Spears from ML.
London and Spears for me.
Let's go to Ron. Pick 2, Jameson Williams, Addison Wilson. I like Addison. I want to play him.
Addison, and I'll go Garrett.
Okay. There you go. Thanks, Maddie. Let's go to Jason's question here. PPR pick 2, Garrett Wilson, London, McMillan.
London's in. Does Rodgers give any targets to Garrett Wilson today? Let's play that game, I guess. Yep.
Well, I mean, you just played it with the last one,
Yep.
so if
Yep.
you got to play that game. Garrett
Gotta play
Wilson
the game.
somewhere else next year?
Yep.
Or do they? Yeah. Where?
If Rogers is back, Garrett is going to demand a trade. If Rogers is out, then I think they'll re-sign Garrett Wilson. So it comes down to.
All right. Don't forget, everybody, we've also got the Betting Pros free trial going on right now. Download the Betting Pros app, sync your sportsbooks for free, or just make some fun picks and do one of our contests. We do weekly prizes there, but this is the time of year to get the free trial of the premium Betting Pros. You get 30 days for free when you use the promo code FP free to unlock your free month. You got college football playoffs, you got NFL playoffs, lots of fun stuff to bet on. So this is the time to use the tools. Today is some really good lines too. So again, FP free is the code. Download the app and unlock your free month of the best betting tools on the planet. Let's go to Daiwa Dude. Ridley, Jamo, Smith, Thielen, pick one in the non-PPR, hunting for touchdowns. Where are you going?
Ridley
it is. Let's go to Adrian, half PPR, wide receiver, flex, Neighbors, McMillan, Thielen, Jennings, Spears. I'm going McMillan and Thielen personally. That's where I'm going.
I'm going to go Thielen and Spears.
Especially in the half. I'm chasing touchdowns. Like Thielen and McMillan have the best chances for that.
And then
Casey.
we had a tight end question on that end of that, didn't we?
Oh, I apologize. The answer is a Conquo.
Yeah, I think it was Chig versus Ertz. I'm going Chig.
Casey, half PPR, start one. Jennings, Isaac, Garendo, or Spears?
Spears.
Okay, let's go to Papa. What's up, fellas? Garendo or Spears?
Spears.
Same question, isn't it? Yeah. Can't give two different answers there. All right. We've also got some more weather, according tornado watch now in Jacksonville. But the winds aren't projected to get above 15. So it's
Will the tornado whisk away Doug Peterson to his next coaching job?
It might. It's always possible. Let's go to hypersympathetic telepathic machine. Can't make this stuff up, folks. Yeah, nice. Hey, boys. Thanks for all your hard work this year. You're welcome, Hyper. Thanks. In a full PPR, should I flex Jaden Reed or Darnell Mooney? I'm playing Mooney.
Playing Reed.
You playing Reed? Finally, you want to play Reed the 1 week I don't?
Finally. Yep, finally.
Gary, half PPR, Spears or Robinson Jr.?
Spears.
Okay. By the way, I've made a New Year's resolution. I'm not going to draft Christian Watson anymore. That's my New Year's resolution.
You done? You're out?
I'm done. I'm out. It was a good story. Yeah. I'm not doing it anymore. Chris Frazier, half PPR, pick one wide receiver, running back in a flex. AJ Brown, BTJ, Bucky. Boy.
Those three.
Man, I love James Cook too.
Those three.
I'll tell you what. With Kenny Pickett playing quarterback, I might go BTJ, Bucky, and Cook. I love Cook this week against the Jets. I know it sounds crazy to start sit AJ Brown, but with Kenny Pickett, I don't think it's crazy.
I can't sit AJ and he's going to get fed. Dallas is.
Yeah, but it's who's feeding them. Kenny Pickett. Like
I know. Still
give me BTJ, give me Bucky, give me Cook. I know it's abnormal. Debro's probably right, but I can't do it. Alan Henson, Commanders, Raiders, Cowboys defense. Raiders, no.
Raiders.
Against your New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, definitely Raiders. Spencer Rattler provides.
Dowdle, Aaron Jones, or Ford? I think Jones. I like that game. I like Minnesota in this game.
I'll take Jones. I don't like the scoring environment for Miami and Cleveland. That game is
our
horrible.
Good friend from across the pond, Murph.
Oh, hello, Murph.
In fantasy sports. Oh,
buddy.
We had a great Christmas, gents. Good luck in your leagues, and then we love you, Murph. And then there you go. Was that Murph Q is maybe week 16 championship weeks now? You know what? That's a good question. The problem is week 14 screwed you because everybody's on a bye week 14.
They got to.
The NFL has to restructure.
They have to change the 16's on a bye in week 14 was a horrible idea by the NFL. Terrible.
This jamming in of games constantly is terrible. Thursday night football should become Saturday night football. I don't know what we're doing here.
I don't disagree.
AJ Brown and Spears PPR.
AJB. Like I understand it, but I'm not sitting AJ Brown this week.
Maker Bayfield. That's funny. Flex Hill, B Rob, or Dobbs. Full PPR. I think it's Dobbs. I think they're gonna laugh at me.
I think it's Dobbs.
I don't think I can play Tyreek Hill today. I don't think I can do it. Adam Brazil need 2 of 3. Half PPR, Neighbors, Spears, B Rob. Who's the odd man out?
What is Neighbors playing for today? Like, what are the Giants playing for? Like I'm playing Spears and B Rob.
Nothing? All right.
Yeah.
Beers and B-Rob. Let's go to Norland. Hey, bros. Hope you had a good Christmas. I did. D-Bro, how was your Christmas? We really
It was
talked too much
good.
about it.
I mean, you know, outside of the content week that was crazy, it was good, buddy.
A content week from hell that never ended. People were, messaging me all throughout Christmas Day. I'm like, guys, it's Christmas Day. Stop asking me questions like if you got to week 17, you know what you're doing. It's Christmas Day. Can I have a day? Norland, hey bros. Hope you had a good Christmas. Rogers, Flacco, Pickett, Young, Rudolph, or Mac Jones. There you go.
Rogers.
And then flex one, Thielen, Reed, or Garendo.
I'm going Reed.
Okay, Reed for you. Let's go to Jason. Dowdle, Thielen, or McMillan.
Thielen.
Thielen, yeah, let's go.
Wow.
Austin, pick 2. Hill, Reed, McMillan, Downs.
Reed, and I'm gonna go Downs.
And then Laporta over Janu. All right.
Laporta.
Okay. Let's go to Rashid. Hey, bros, full PPR, flex 2. Neighbors, Ford, Myers, Bigsby, and a defense to stream Colts, Raiders, or Dallas. Look, on paper, it's the Raiders. There's no doubt about that.
Raiders or Colts here.
I like the Dallas defense against Pickett, too. Pickett's going to turn the ball over. And I know the Dallas defense isn't great, but they do score fantasy points. Like, you have to separate those two notions from you because they can sack the quarterback and they can create picks. Like,
I'll take the Raiders for the defense, definitely. AP has them still fired up.
And then who are the two flexes? Myers and Bigsby. That's where I'd go here.
I'll take Neighbors and Ford, but it's
Neighbors
tough,
and
man.
Ford. Oh my god, the first two we're way off Rashid. I'm so sorry. Like, we are. Choose your adventure, Rashid. Choose your adventure. Awesome Dev. Good morning, bros.
Awesome.
I'm down bad, like Taylor Swift, facing Burrow and T. Higgins. Oh God, Burrow was so good yesterday. And
Burrow
T.
was
Higgins
so good, man.
Come on, Patriots, go pay T. Higgins. In a full PPR, do I flex Achane, J-Mo, Thielen, or Garendo?
It's still Achane.
Okay, he's still the upside guy. He should get a lot of work. You would imagine.
He's going to get a lot of work.
You would imagine. Steph has a New Year's resolution too. He's not drafting Kyler Murray anymore. Is there anybody more like unhappy to be at their job than Kyler Murray? Like, there is zero joy. He's like the Grinch, Kyler Murray. I swear to God.
The body language is always off.
He is like, I'm good at this. I do this for a living because I'm good at it, but I don't love doing it. He's like the anti-Jaden Daniels. I swear to God. Like, it's just misery. It's just misery. You're never going to win with that guy. Francisco, ATN or Mooney?
Mooney.
Yeah. Ron, pick 2. Wilson, Addison, Williams.
Garrett's in. I'm going Addison.
Yeah, we go. Let's go to Randall. Half PPR. Should I pivot off Neighbors for McMillan, Downs, or Wicks?
I would do it for Downs. Flacco has fed him in every single start.
Okay. Let's go to Ben Dibble. If this is my same friend, Ben Dibble, then shout out to my buddy Ben Dibble.
Ben.
Who it might be. There's not a lot of Ben Dibbles flying around. No? That's his actual name in real life. If it is my good friend from college, that'd be fantastic. I hope it is.
Any relation to Rob Dibble?
No, zero. He's a much better
Dibbles.
guy. Just that Dibble. John Vasquez, Jerome Ford, or Garrett Wilson at the flex. Key points. Connor sent me back last night.
I'm going Garrett.
Yeah, you have no choice here. You got to try Garrett here. Let's go to Issa. Playing for the fantasy final, Colts defense or Miami defense?
Good options to have. I'm going to go Miami.
Okay, against the DTR. Scott, half PPR, pick 3. Again, it's pick 2. Jefferson's ever coming out.
It's actually pick 1 because Adams is going to be a full go.
So then I'm just playing Addison. Which all the
play
touchdowns.
Addison. Yep, first 3.
First 3, done. Boom. Next, Andrew, Ford or Spears?
Spears.
Okay, let's go to Jake. Oh, wait, where'd Jake's question go? Sorry, here you go. There it is. There you go. Need a high ceiling. Worried about Tyreek overall, as you should be. So Downs, Tracy, or Shakir. I think Downs is the only one that has a ceiling in that group.
Downs. Yep.
Okay, there we go. Good luck, everybody. Boy, everyone's salty about Connor. Bro, listen, everybody.
It's tough,
old
man.
players, late in the year, injury designation, game time decisions, never works out well. It just doesn't. It's like 3% of the time. You gotta, I know it's tough. Like, those are the guys that get you there, but you have to know that the risk of that guy playing in that game and finishing that game is very real. Bam, Achane or London, Raiders or Bucks?
London, and I'm going Raiders.
All right. By the way, shout out to Trey McBride with that touchdown yesterday.
Yeah. I love
Almost
how
had a
social
second
media,
one.
social media to me. I said he knows how to score touchdowns, and they said, singular. Okay, he knows how to score a touchdown.
Touchdown. Yeah. Phil, Allen or Jaden Daniels. Now, this is an interesting one.
Ooh.
I would play Josh Allen. He's at home.
I play Josh Allen. Yeah, you can't sit him at this point. Can't sit him.
Chig or Kincaid. Chig and then flex
easy.
2, McMillan, Debo, or Ford. I'm playing the first 2.
Yeah, I'm playing the first 2.
And then Bills or Colts defense. I think I play the Colts defense.
Colts
here.
Easy Colts.
Michael
provides.
Raiders, Bills, Dallas, or Cleveland defense.
Raiders.
And then Love or Bryce Young.
Love.
Okay. Hope for the best there. Let's go to Donna. PPR. Dowdle, Jonnu, Spears, and a flex.
Spears. Let's go, Donna.
Spears. Raider Nation. James Cook or Devontae Adams.
Adams.
I ladder bet Cook last week. It was a good feeling. Ron C. Bench 1. 2 wide receivers. Standard. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Lord.
AJ Brown, BTJ. AJ Brown is out for me. The chances of AJ Brown scoring a touchdown with Kenny Pickett is far less than the other 2 guys.
It's AJ Brown. This is the line of where you
this is the line.
That's the line.
No further. Yeah. This is it. Koki. LOL. I still need a flex, guys. Devontae Neighbors, Tajay Spears, Dowdle, or Tracy. Sorry, Koki.
Spears.
Okay. Matthew is next. Half PPR. Devonta Smith or Alexander Madison. Smith. Still taking my chance there. Still Smith.
If
it was Abdullah, I might say Abdullah, but it's not. Brian, Neighbors or Thielen? I'm playing Thielen. Adams or BTJ?
The answer is both.
Yeah, but if you can't,
if you can't, then I'll go Adams.
He's been so good.
He's been so good, dude. Rodgers is gonna feed Adams. It's just how it's been going.
Achan or Tracy? Achan. Okay, Mr. Tirov. Should I start Brian Robinson Jr. over Ford? I think I still would. I know last week was disappointing.
I would, but it's rough, but I would.
Thielen or Addison? I think Thielen has the higher floor, so I'd probably play Thielen. I think it's safer.
Yeah.
They have equal touchdown equity. Higgins was massive, hoping Devontae Adams also goes off. Thank you.
He will.
Yes. Well, Higgins was massive. I know, because playing Debro this week in that league, and he had 30-something points last night.
I shut the league down after getting knocked out. I was like, whatever.
Did you even start somebody over Hurts, or you just miserable? You're just
miserable. Care. I'm in a what are we playing for in there? Nothing.
Pride, the chance that we get, and you have McBride in that league too.
Pride left. Pride left last week.
For S's and G's, you should stream Kenny Pickett or somebody today.
Oh God, don't make me
over Hurts. Come on, it's fun. Or at least put Daniels. You have Penix on your bench.
Fine,
you loser. Do it right now. I'm not going to keep doing this stream until you do that.
I can't.
Let's play it out like men.
I'll do it.
Playing it out like
do it live. Do it live.
I'm winning 107-41 right now. Jackson, Henry.
You just hold on to last week's pain.
Look, man, you still might beat me, and then you can hold it over me.
Yay, third place. Nobody remembers.
You picked up Penix. You stole him from me because you thought you were being funny, and you know what? The fancy football.
No, I thought I might have to play him, and I did, but I don't because we're out.
Well, you play him now. Lily, lost Hurts, Flacco, or Bryce Young?
Young.
And then B-Rob or Spears?
Spears. Okay,
let's go to Truth. I love Truth. Have JT stack Flacco or go Young?
Young.
All right. Dean is up here. Missed the finals because I started B-Rob. Sorry. But B-Rob's one of the reasons you got there. Now my team is exploding in the third place game.
Hey, welcome to the party.
Dean, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, we feel you.
I also have B-Rob in that league. He also did nothing. Pat Frymuth did nothing. So
going out for you, Dean. I feel your pain.
It's all right, man. This is what we do. It's the loser's lounge here today. But hey,
he
got to the playoffs. Anything can happen. Championship blues for Shannon. CD Hurts gone. Oh my God. This is hard times. All disappointed. Need Turpin or Wicks. Wicks would be my. Oh, Wicks. Burrow, Ladd, and Kelsey. You're playing Shannon. It's already over. Shannon.
I'm sorry, Shannon.
Crack open the champagne and enjoy New Year's. It's time to move on. You get them next year. Austin Minnick. Good morning. I'd rather lose by 100 than lose by 1. Always. Austin, good morning, guys. Phrase my last question poorly. Pick 2 wide receivers and a tight end. Hill, Reed, Downs, and McMillan.
I'm going Reed and Downs.
And then Laporta. Okay. Let's go to Alexander. Half point. Pick 2. Thielen, McMillan, Ford, or Debo?
Thielen and Debo.
We must be good at our jobs because there's so many questions today, which means so many people are playing for championship. So
I know that's a lot.
Shout out.
And
subscribe to
as
the
the
channel.
stream has been going, it's been going.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, man. Absolutely
Love it.
crazy. And look, with the last minutes things
hardware.
going, you're trying to wonder if people are playing or not. Make sure you use the Are They Playing tool. So go to fantasypros.com/Are They Playing to find out using AI, injury history, and magical pixie dust left by the elves at my house that will find out whether or not a guy is in or out. A lot of people out. So make sure you check out fantasypros.com/Are They Playing. Let's check out Jared's question here. Don't worry, Jared. I know Jared had a heart attack. I brought his question up and then I got rid of it. He's like, no. Half PPR, 4 play, projected to win by 40. Reed, JMO, or McMillan?
Reed. The big Reed game.
Big Reed game. Big Reed.
Ladder bet, Jaden Reed. Let's go.
Brian, the app and your fantasy advice really helped me this year. Thanks so much. Could you rank Rachaad White, McMillan, Adams, Reed, Tracy, Blackshear, or Chig?
Wow.
Rank them. First
Adams,
one is Adams, then Rachaad White.
Yep.
Then McMillan. Or you like Reed over McMillan. So Reed, McMillan, and then Tracy and Blackshear.
Yep.
Oh, where's Chig go in there? Chig
is above Tracy for me. So Tracy
Chig is definitely above Tracy for me. Chig is very close to McMillan. McMillan has more touchdown equity, but Chig has a higher PPR floor. So make of that what you will, Brian, in your league. And then a full PPR, start 1 wide receiver and 3 in the flex. Oh, so this is what we're going to do. Okay.
Oh, this is what we're doing.
Here we go. So 3 wide receivers. It's McMillan, Adams, Reed.
Start one at wide receiver and then 3 in the flex. So Adams,
White, Reed,
and
then McMillan or Chig. Where do you want to go?
McMillan.
Okay, there you go. Good luck, Brian.
Let's go.
That was a fun one. All right, let's go to Brandon's question. Neighbors or Thielen? I'm thinking Thielen, folks.
Thielen. Damn.
Hopefully next year they have a quarterback. Shador Sanders throwing to Malik Neighbors. It's going to be a great time. H.N. Dowdle or Ford?
H.N.
Or Kirk Cousins.
Go Jordan. Not that. Don't need that. No.
Ron Faison, H.N. or B-Rob in the PPR. I'm going to play H.N.
H.N. Still playing H.N.
This is the H.N. game today. He's actually healthy and no one else is. Kate Brannigan hurting a quarterback. A running back. Rachaad White or Abdullah. I'm still playing White.
Playing White.
White's been solid, bro. You know, I took a lot of crap.
Yeah,
man, I ate poop for the first 6-7 weeks of the season with Rachaad White. I held on, and you know what?
Oh, so you're kind of like an Eagles fan after a Super Bowl win. Got it.
Yo, go Sixers. I can't believe Jalen Hurts got hurt already. I can't believe it. Oh my God.
You sound like Mike Mayer.
Get a hoagie
like your inner mayor. Go Birds.
Yeah, go. Let's go. Come on, Kenny Pickett. He's got his small hands.
Yeah, what is that? That's
like
a Philly /
no, it's what it is.
Like Keanu Reeves.
Baltimore.
Like, what are we doing?
No, it's not Keanu Reeves.
It's a little bit. Chad, tell me. Come on, it was a little bit of Reeves. Not a ton, but a little bit.
No, the Philly accent's way here. You're gonna get a hoagie and a Coke, and you get to call your friend Kyle and come over and watch the Eagles game and have some Wawa. Get some hoagies from Wawa.
Oh.
Let's go to Alexander, Jaden Daniels, or Allen. Again, we did this one. It's Allen. So you can't say Josh Allen at this point. As much as I love Jaden Daniels. Eldon's, BTJ, or Adams?
Adams.
Fascinated by that Bills game today. Goff or Darnold?
He said Darnold at this point.
Let me tell you.
A statement I did not think I would be uttering in the year.
Bro, I don't know how if they win today, I don't really care what happens in the playoffs. It's one game. Darnold needs to be the quarterback next year. I know you're not going to want to hear this.
I don't want to hear it.
How old is Darnold? Is he 26?
He doesn't want to hear it. Yeah, 26.
How old is Darnold? 26. Next year, you
does not need to pay him.
have a guy in JJ McCarthy that could bring you back a crap ton of picks. And you could create something really special here with Minnesota with this defense and draft more offensive linemen. You have a great coach. You have a quarterback in his prime. You don't have to worry about the growing pains of McCarthy. I'm telling you, man, I think it would be really smart for the Vikings as an organization to make that move. I really do.
I don't at all. I'm not paying Darnold. It's all KOC magic, man. He's still freaking Sam Darnold.
I don't know. It's good magic, though.
He's going to turn back into a pumpkin next year. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. Aaron Dawson, half PPR, need a tight end. Flex Hawk, Jonnu, Madison, Downs. Downs.
Tight end and flex. Yeah, Hawk and Downs.
Hawk and Downs.
Hawk and
Hawk and
Downs.
Downs.
Hawk and Downs.
Yeah, I was a Hawk and Downs. I love that ice cream. That's my favorite. Hawk and Downs.
It's very good. Hawk and Downs.
Albert Vasquez.
Vanilla.
Actually, I don't like it. It's too heavy, the Hawk and Downs.
You don't?
No, it's
much
too
talk.
heavy. Oh, no. I like the Briars. I think I'm a Briars.
You get the stomach ache after the Hawk and Downs?
Yeah, the lactose intolerance. Albert, it's not. Alberto Vasquez. Shakir Jennings.
Oh, jeez. I'm going Jennings, barely.
All right, Jennings it is. Let's go to Brian. Flacco or Purdy? Here's one.
Purdy. Come on, Brian. Don't do that.
You got me. Brian, you did it. Dan Hill, Morning Bros, half PPR, wide receiver, running back, 2 wide receivers, one. It's week 17, folks.
No,
2 wide receivers, a running back, and a flex. Brees Hall, Aaron Jones, Tajay Spears. Okay, who's the running back? Brees. Okay, 2 wide receivers. Neighbors, Debo, Thielen. I'm playing Debo and Thielen. Yep. And then the flex, Spears. Okay, and then Darnold over Bryce Young. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Sorry, I'm not trying to hop over you. I didn't know if the reading issues of reading Rainbow was going to come back.
You don't have to take my word for it. Your work, half PPR, Jennings, Ford, or Spears in the flex. Nobody gets that reference now. Everyone's too young.
Spears.
So they don't get that. Eileen Spears, yes. Jaden Daniels, T-Max on God. You should have a good team. You should win here.
Good team.
So let's go. You should go get it. All right, let's go to Alec. Hey, fellas, full PPR. Spears or Addison?
Spears.
Okay, thanks,
Lots
Sam.
of Spears questions. Thanks, Sam.
Well, you're not fighting over guys. When Pollard was ruled out, Spears was on a lot.
He's been an RB1 in the last 2 weeks. Pollard's out. What do we think he's going to do today?
Seth Tollins. Burn it down. Pick 2. Downs, Jonnu, or Thielen. It's Downs and Thielen. It ain't close.
Agreed.
David. Hey, bald brotherman. What's up? I'm almost there. Let Squid Games begin. PPR. Hall, Addison, or Thielen for my last spot. I don't know what the rest of the roster looks like, but see, I think Thielen in PPR is the lockdown points. Personally, because there's a game script where this game gets away from the Jets and it's ugly, and Brees Hall goes to the, as you like to call it, the shadow realm.
Yeah.
So
I think he's gonna get a lot of work.
Thielen against Tampa all day. I just think that's especially if you don't have a run game, they have to throw the football. So Issa, Colts defense or Raiders defense?
Oh, it's a good problem to have.
I would like the Raiders more if Max Crosby was playing, but he's not. So
I'll go Colts. Put it this way, both these defenses are fantastic plays.
It's funny because you went Raiders earlier because you hate New Orleans so much.
I do. Spencer Rattler's terrible.
Did you need a reminding that the Max Crosby situation is that
no
pushing it for you? No.
Jake Haener should be starting over Spencer Rattler.
Achane or Spears, Thielen or Hill? I'm playing Thielen and
Spears and Thielen.
Spears,
but it's close, man.
I'm playing Achane and I'm playing Thielen.
I just worry, I think Achane's going to get a ton of volume, but I worry, how well does Tyler Huntley move the offense?
Not well. I think we've seen that. So that's fair. Miami defense or Indianapolis defense or the Raiders defense? Here we go. All the weather, all the backups. What an S show this week is for championships. Complete and utter S show. What do you do here? Raiders? Let's think about this. If we're talking about limited scoring, it's the Raiders because New Orleans is struggling to put.
Or it's Miami. DTR, bro.
Yes, but if we're talking about bonuses, we're talking about looking for lots of interceptions and things like that, then it's more Miami or Indianapolis. I think that's the way you look at it. If it's one of those leagues where it's heavy scoring on the defense towards the team totals.
Yeah.
Where
points allowed.
Closest to zero is New Orleans. Yeah. So James, look at the scoring and try to decide that.
Yeah. Really, I don't think you don't have a bad.
I don't think any of them are wrong. They're all
they're all great options. It's really just splitting hairs, man.
Dylan Hagan, Abdullah or Bigsby? Ooh, Abdullah was good last week.
I'm gonna go Abdullah. I think the Raiders win.
Abrongada. Fred, full PPR, tight end premium. Ooh, 2 PPR, need a flex spot. I have 4 Chig Miller to choose from. Well, Chig is playing because
Chig is definitely playing.
So Chig and Ford.
Yeah. Well, he only needs one, right? Just need a flex spot.
Oh, it's not 2 tight ends, just 2
Yeah.
points per reception. So it's Chig.
Yeah, Chig. It's
also
just Chig.
Spears or Achan. Spears again for you, right? Because Spears has been the answer.
Spears barely. Yep.
Louis Hernandez, half PPR.
Louis.
Daniels, Dobbins, 14.8 points. Okay. Jones, JJ, Evans, Laporta, BTJ, Sutton, 14. Aubrey, you got a good spot. But I have Spears on the bench. Any swaps with Spears? You want to play Spears over Aaron Jones? I'm good with that.
I'm good with that. Yep.
I think that's the only one that I would make. So let's go to Max. Start 3. Tracy, Dowdle, Robinson, Myers 4. Devonta Smith. Pick your 3. I like the 3 in the middle. I like B-Rob, Dowdle, and Myers, to be honest with you.
B-Rob, Myers. I'll go Tracy. But this is a rough group. I mean, like Tracy's, as far as like tough decisions.
That rainy, slick turf at the Meadowlands is not my favorite thing. I gotta tell you.
ACLs do not withstand.
Oh God, what a terrible place. Dallas, 12 team, full PPR, need 1 flex. Was going John, but no 2. Other options are Ridley. Yes.
Oh, Ridley. Yeah, Ridley.
There you go. That was fun.
Bates or Ricard. Ricard. I'm going Ricard.
Okay. Let's go to in Lucero. Myers, Debo, or McMillan. I'm just gonna play the best guy, and it's Debo. So that's 1.
Pick 2.
So Myers or McMillan.
McMillan.
Okay.
Believe more in the Bucs offense.
OC. Hey, Brotatoes. Pick 2. PPR, please. Josh Jacobs, Bucky, or Devontae Adams. Oh man. I can't not play Bucky. So it's Bucky.
You're playing Bucky. I'm playing Bucky and Adams. Yeah.
Okay. Adams, for my reference, the wide receivers are BTJ and Jefferson. Also have Kelsey. You benched Kelsey for Johnny.
I saw that. Wow.
If Chigakonkwo was on the waiver wire, OC, go pick him up. OC.
Oh,
Chigakonkwo's got to be out there.
Sorry,
he has to be in a league this OC. Don't play Johnny. Right. Play Chig or Ferguson. If Ferguson's out there, play. Like there's tight ends to be had today. Don't surrender.
Sorry.
Don't surrender. Garendo or McMillan, a full PPR.
Garendo.
Okay. Tons of questions still flowing in here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Brian Robinson or Achan?
Achan.
11. Jameson or Downs?
I'm going Downs.
Luis, Superflex, quarterback. Pickett, Young, Flacco.
So we're picking 2, I'm guessing, right?
Or Brian Robinson.
So I'm going Bryce and Flacco here.
Okay. Shannon said also I lost in Choco. Yeah, Shannon, it's been a rough time.
Sometimes
you just fall apart.
Sorry,
it just happens. Ask Derek Brown about his 26-2 roster that fell apart.
I know that.
And I told you it was going to happen.
You said it. I said it.
This happened to me.
When it happened to me that week,
you are great in the regular season, the playoffs.
I heard your voice in my head. That's why I texted you and I said, "See, I'm cooked."
But you still almost won because Jane Daniels was so good. You were still in it.
Yeah. Dude, if
Richie
Jalen
Spanish
would have played, I would have won.
Pick 2, PPR, HN, Neighbors, B-Rob, JMO, or Chig?
HN and Chig? Am I crazy, Joey?
I don't think so in the PPR. I think Chig's Chig 21
I
targets
to play Neighbors and what he's doing, but like it's he's definitely not 100%. It could be a James Conner situation.
About Neighbors. Seth Tollins again, AJ, Thielen, or Jonnu. Well, there's 3.
You're playing AJ. You're playing down.
First 3. You're not playing Johnny.
First 3.
Heather, friend of the show. Hi guys. Pick 1. Tyreek, Dobbs, or Jennings. Oh man,
Jennings.
Jennings.
Good luck, Heather.
Tyreek is so disgusting.
It's so sad, man.
HN or BTJ?
BTJ.
Okay. And let's see. Christian here. Spears, Ford, Madison, MCMI. McMillan? Is that
McMillan? McMillian?
Listen to me. Stop making up nicknames that don't exist, everybody.
He's pulling out the Italian.
Right? You got to stop with this nonsense. People have been doing this all year. Somebody plays, all of a sudden they make up a nickname that doesn't exist for them. Defense, BRW. So I assume the Browns, the Ratters, or the Sibbies. Who's the Sibbies? You know who that is? Who are the CBY? I don't know who it is. Is that the Cowboys? Is that what that is, Christian?
I feel like I'm trying
What's
to
wrong with
diagnose it.
what's wrong with DAL? What's wrong with that?
I feel like I'm trying to read a text from one of my kids right now, like a teenage, like.
All right, you play Spears and you play the. I like the Cowboys defense this week.
The Sibbies? You play the Sibby?
It's the Rads or the Sibbies. Good luck.
Oh man,
Jordan, bros, I'm in the championship, and I'm nervous about Achan. You should be. Do I sub out Achan for Dowdle? No. Ford? No. Let's roll with Achan.
Roll with Achan. I get the nervousness. We're nervous.
Brees Hall or Tajay Spears? Oh, D-Bro's favorite thing.
Oh, I'm gonna go Brees. The answer is both, but I'm gonna go Brees.
I mean, so if you're gonna do abbreviations, do the real abbreviations.
I know. Like
David,
there are abbreviations that exist for the teams.
People here. We're very simple-minded people.
Joey's having reading problems today. You can't do this to him.
David Esperanza, Addison, or AJ Brown?
AJB.
Michael's question is Garendo, Spears, or Ford in the flex?
Spears.
Weird Al Slapovich.
That was very, very close to some Wayne Brady there.
Yeah. McMillan or Neighbors? Sorry, he's having an episode.
Neighbors, but it's close.
All right. Shannon, again, is Zacchaeus an option over Wicks?
He is.
Yes.
Yeah, play
Zacchaeus.
Play Zacchaeus.
Yes. There you go. Chig or Ertz? Christian. See, Christian found a tight end. Let's go. It's Chig. Let's go. We're going to win. We're going to win because the stream Chig Conquest.
For all the Sibbies, baby.
So good. Go. All the Sibbies out there. Rob, half PPR. Flex Tyreek, Reed, Ford, or Jamison Williams. While you're thinking it's Ferguson at tight end, and then it's Miami or Colts, it doesn't matter. They're both on the road. It's whatever. Yep. You know, I would probably lean the Colts, but
barely.
I get it. Because I just worry about Miami getting put in bad spots because of Tyler Huntley.
The game is going to be
James
horrible.
Mayo. Sometimes the answer when it comes to defense is quarterback play. I know that sounds crazy, folks. Hear me out. When you have good quarterback play, or at least serviceable quarterback play, you can put your defense in good spots. When you have bad quarterback play and you're throwing picks in bad spots and they have short fields to contend with, sometimes that puts defenses on their heels or puts them on the field too much and they get tired. So at the end of the day, the tiebreaker is quarterback play. That's
James. See, Joey's giving really good advice, and I just keep going through in my head. Is it James Mayo or is it James Meow? That's
Meow.
That's all I kept saying in my head. Was it Meow? Do we need?
Well, hopefully we give him the
perfect
advice.
You did not. Come on. Meow.
Start two. Jonathan Taylor, Brian Robinson, Garendo, Ford.
So start Taylor. One. You're playing
JT, and then who's the other one? Garendo. Start one in the flex spot. Drake London or Juwan Jennings.
Drake London.
There you go. Good luck, James.
Meow.
Go scratch and claw yourself to a championship.
Mighty
Boosh, Bohemian Rhapsody, Blackshear, Wicks, or Ray Ray. It's probably Blackshear just taking the.
It's Blackshear. Just take the volume. Yep.
Take the volume and run. Don't go anywhere. Hour 2 coming up in just a moment here as we tag out to our boys. Who is it, by the way, today? It's the holidays. I have no idea.
It's Welsh and Welsh, I think.
Who is in Welsh?
Seth, who? Right? Fitzy
and Welsh.
I think it's good. Fitzy and Welsh. Seth is nodding his head. Yes. So
he's giving us 2 thumbs up.
I'm right.
Which is good. Once. Usually he flashes other fingers at us.
Yeah, he does. Or other things, body parts. It just depends. Green room gets wild.
Defense, Colts, Miami, or Raiders. Again, I'm going to go with my theory about the quarterback.
All the things. Just Colts. There
you go.
I mean, there's no wrong answer there.
Neighbors or Pittman? Suhiro.
Barely.
All right. Let's go to our friend Stink Mangione. This is a Baltimore accent. Stink, it's Baltimore and Philadelphia. It's the same.
I think you missed it.
Nope, they sound the same. I've spent time in both. I lived in Philadelphia for 6 years of my life. Trust me, that's what they sound like. All right. I live in South Philly too. And there was this woman who used to scream out of her window to her kid all the time, Kyle, come in the house. Kyle, are you still outside, Kyle? Oh my God. I told you to get the house.
Hold on. Now you sound like Tom DeLonge. Now you sound like Blink-182. Where are you? That's all I hear now.
We should do a whole emo stream next year.
Oh, that'd be great.
With like Tonight will be the night that I will draft for you.
I
Mr.
sound like
D.
I'm from South Philly too.
I was never a fan. I was Blink-182. No.
What? Oh, now you're gonna
Fake punk
shade
rock.
Blink-182?
Yeah, it's like fake punk rock, bro.
Oh my, don't start with me. Don't.
Joey Ramone would kick the crap out of those guys.
Don't start.
I'm 11-3.
Golly, here we
Gibbs
go.
and Barkley. Here we go. That's
Yep.
good. Already playing McMillan and Juwan Jennings for my wide receivers. Yeah,
we
depends what
agree.
I have them,
Yes.
but, you know, for flex, Brian Robinson, Jerome Ford, Jacoby Myers, and Darnell Mooney. So
It's
who do you flex?
B-Rob.
B-Rob?
It's B-Rob.
Okay, B-Rob for you. Thank you, Robert. Oh, look, Fitzy, a good professional, already in the green room. He's ready to
Yeah,
go.
there he
Help
is.
people win
Beautiful man. Beautiful
There you
man.
go.
Flexing it up. See?
Look at that.
Let's
God, the guns on
go.
that guy. He really needs to get off the steroids.
He does,
getting to a
man.
point. It's a lot.
You know he did it for his golf game. That like from what I have heard, and I cannot corroborate these reports. 450 off the tee, man. It's insane.
It's insane. I've seen
They
him
kicked
snap
him
the
out
flag
of a
with
Top
one
Shot
hand.
last week. They
He
kicked him
snaps the
out.
flag with one hand. It's wild.
It does.
Michael. Hey guys, Flex Ford, Abdullah McMillan. I think it's where are you going? Ford?
No, McMillian.
McMillian. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to make up a new
New nickname, baby. Week 17.
Defense. Colts, Eagles, Raiders, Dolphins. Now we got the Eagles in this mix here.
I'm going Eagles. I'm just taking the best defense there.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Go, Eagles, go.
Tonight will be the night.
Let's go. Gonna get a championship. Saquon's gonna go for 2,000 yards. Darth Twerk.
Lost
for
the
PPR.
accent.
Spears or Bowers in my flex.
Spears.
That's a tough
Spears.
one. That's tough. Well, why isn't Bowers playing tight end? Who the hell is your tight end? Unless it's all flex leagues. Lucky Leo, half PPR. Garrett Wilson, BTJ, or Spears need 2.
I'm just taking the volume. I'm going Spears.
And gotta have 2.
BTJ. Sorry. I had reading
BTJ.
problems.
Alex, half PPR, Garendo or White?
Garendo.
I do like White this week, though. Jordan, look, all I'm saying is there's a vacancy in IDP research and content. So Jordan's angling for a job, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Boggs and I used to do the IDP show, but it's a very niche market.
It's
Nick
niche.
Nader. Niche. It's niche inside of niche. It's double niche.
It's not niche.
Niche. Full PPR, Ridley or Downs?
Ridley.
There you go. Sue. Hey, fellas. I am in a tight matchup after early games. Defense, Eagles, Raiders, Bucks.
Eagles.
Not the Bucks. Then kicker, Aubrey or
Reichert. I don't even know if Dallas moves the ball in this game.
Darnold or Love? I'm playing Darnold.
Playing Darnold.
Look at that. Sam Darnold. I'm sure Fitzy loved
Thanks,
hearing
Dennis.
that one. Fitzy shaking about that game. I can tell you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Another couple here.
Don't you will not like him when he's angry.
Flacco or Pickett? Gonna go play Flacco? Who are you gonna play?
Ooh,
I'm playing Flacco over Pickett.
Flacco.
Take my chances there.
Doing your best Tom DeLonge again.
Chance, James Cook or JT?
What?
Because I started Connor.
Okay.
Chance, James
JT.
Cook or JT? Well, JT. I mean,
the fact that you had asking if either one of them bust.
Manchester, this is where you went wrong. The fact that you had Cook and JT,
Connor.
They were miles above Connor
Sorry,
to begin with
Manchester.
this week. Miles above. Use the ECR.
He's already feeling the pain, Joey.
No, but you got to learn from this, which is when you have older players who are hurt at the end of the season and their game time decisions, don't play them unless you are completely up against it. And there were so many options. Spears was on the waiver wire. Abdul was on the waiver wire. All of those guys, I still would have played over Connor because the Connor ability to come out of that game was too high.
This is a teaching moment.
All right. Before I have a heart attack, I'm going to pass things off here to Pat Fitzmaurice and the Welsh. Stay tuned. Championship week rolls on. Go Ging. Bring us back those rings. That's what we want. Bring us back the rings. We want them all. Win your championship. Stick around with us. Another hour of Start Sit question starts right after this quick break. We love you.
Good luck, everyone. Love y'all.
Have you ever felt like you're just guessing when you're placing a bet? Look, we've all been there, hoping for that big win, but lacking the confidence to back our picks. Well, what if I told you that you could turn those hunches into winning strategies? Betting Pros will transform you from the casual bettor into a betting pro. First up, meet the Prop Bet Cheat Sheet and Prop Bet Analyzer. Sync your fantasy league with Betting Pros by signing into your FantasyPros account and review your players' weekly props with all the historical data right at your fingertips, and you'll be able to make confident over-under decisions. You'll be ready to dominate all those Prize Picks and Underdog Pick'em leagues with our exclusive prop projections and correlated picks that will empower you to build data-driven pick'em parlays. Say goodbye to the guesswork and hello to strategic betting. And if you have a gut feeling about a player or a team's performance, with our betting systems and our system builder, you can turn that intuition into a profitable system. Create your own betting system for free and receive ongoing bets that match your criteria all season long. This all sounds great, right? The best part, though, is that you can get a free trial of Betting Pros Premium right now. If you've never had Betting Pros Premium, just head over to bettingpros.com/apps and download the Betting Pros sports betting app and activate your free trial on the upgrade screen. Start your journey to becoming a true betting pro today.
What's up, friends, and welcome into hour 2, final live stream of the year. This is it. I'm the Welsh. That is Pat Fitzmaurice. We're here to take you home going into week 17. Mr. Fitzy, this is all the marbles. This is all the stuff. How we doing, buddy?
Doing well, Welsh. This has been a challenging week 17. So many moving parts. All these injury scratches, just unpredictable things. The James Conner head fake we got. It just feels like we are riding a wild Bronco, and the saddle's already gone flying off, and we're just like on the side of the bull at this point, waiting for the bell to ring so we can dismount.
It sounds about right. That was a very elaborate analogy of this, and I agree. I completely agree. It is weird. I mean, quarterbacks, I'm waiting for one more. Just putting this out there. No bad juju or anything. Waiting for one more shoe to drop, like during this stream. Like it's Tua and there's Flacco starting, and I'm just waiting for one more. So we will take you there. Hopefully it will be nothing horrible. We're here for the next hour 2, to answer all of your questions. So if you guys want to ensure that your question is going to be answered, hit up the super chat. We've got a queue in there. First 10 minutes of this show, we're guaranteeing to get by the end. No guarantees after that. We'll try to peruse through everything that we have here and try to get a litany of different questions. But super chats are the guarantees on this final ridiculous week where you might have to be starting Blackshear, or you pray to God that you had Tajay Spears, or Joe Flacco's coming in at quarterback. I'm starting Blackshear this week. We have to do that in pentathlon, where we're facing you and a couple others in a total points matchup. We're starting Drew Lock and Blackshear in the final run. That's not great.
I'm starting Mason Rudolph in a championship game. Welsh, it is what it is, man.
It is. All right, well, let's get to it. Lock those in here, and let's get this final hour rocking. And shout out Seth's on the 1s and 2s here to take us home. First one up here is Manchester Red. Let's see. Chance, Jay Cook, or JT bust? That's an interesting way to ask it instead of start and sit. What's the chance? Anything's a possibility, but I guess if you had to bet on one of these guys to bust out this week, it's JT versus the Giants, Cook versus the Jets. Which side would you go on?
I'm going with JT, and I think this was the last one the other guys answered in their chat, and they agreed with JT here. But smash potential for JT, and he's going to need it after starting Connor.
There we go. Good. I didn't even hear that one. Elliot, lost Hurts in the Superflex 6-point touchdown. Did this one get answered? Are we good? Seth? Okay, we're good.
No, I think we're good on this one.
Rudolph, Flacco, or Pickett?
I'm starting Flacco. Really close call with him and Rudolph. Upside for both, but Flacco, you get the chance of big passing volume, man, and that guy's an aggressive downfield thrower. I don't feel bad about starting Flacco this week in a championship game.
I have him unapologetically high, and part of it is because of the quarterbacks that have already locked in the ranks, and then taking like Tua off and everything. It's just there's a little bit of a default that has to end up happening, but I've got him pretty high, so that would also be the answer. Yeah. Charlie, Jonu, no Tua and some weather, or Chig, or Kincaid, a lot of ors.
I'm going with Jonu. I still have him ranked higher. Jonu actually had 2 good games in Tyler Huntley's 3 starts. I think he was finished in tight end 1 range in 2 of 3 Huntley starts. So he's the guy who probably takes the least hit from the quarterback change with the Dolphins.
All right, a lot of tight end ones, and look at that right here. Same question. It's the Okonkwo or Jonu. Bad weather. So I think somehow if you had Jonu, you had a Okonkwo this week. So Okonkwo. Well, I'm struggling with this name this week. I'm going to sound like Joe earlier. tonight I'm going to struggle with John. This was a D-Bro question. D-Bro's not here, Justin, so we'll try. Monster, let's see, what monster flavor today? Oh, that's a personal question. Him, London bad weather or Neighbors half PPR?
I would play London. Neighbors not fully healthy. And, weather kind of an issue here. Just on the weather thing, like, I don't think the weather's going to be horrible for anyone. I know in Florida, line of storms moving through right before the game, and maybe that delays the start of the Miami and Jacksonville games. But, like, if it's rainy, they're going to delay it because those are going to be like lightning storms. And then there's not supposed to be anything. And, like, the only place I'm kind of worried about weather is Cleveland with strong wind. That's it. Otherwise, I'm not worried about light rain or moderate winds in these other places. So,
well, there you go, Justin. Sorry, no D-Bro for you. Christian, start 2. McMillan, Neighbors, and Myers.
McMillan's guy out for me, Welsh. What about you?
Nah, it's a pretty obvious one. We got to say, I mean, McMillan. I like McMillan today from a decent standpoint, but not over those two guys. So that's a pretty easy one here. Dennis, full PPR. We're going to sit 1. Taylor, Bucky, Spears.
I can't sit Taylor or Bucky. Like, I like Spears. I've got him inside the top 12, but I do have him ranked just behind those other two.
Yeah, we're going to be done with Spears, unfortunately. So, bye-bye. Paul had one in here. Kendre Miller or Blackshear? That's a good one.
I've got Kendre ranked slightly higher, Welsh. And honestly, like, I don't know if that's the right call because I do not know how the Blackshear Boone workload split is going to go for Carolina. But we pretty much know Kendre is going to be the head of, whether it's mostly him or committee in New Orleans. Like, he's the one guy.
Yeah, no, that's 100% it. Like, Blackshear is, you're in a situation like me, where it's like Blackshear or Keon Coleman. Like, Kendre Miller, we know the volume. We don't know what Blackshear's workload is going to look like.
Also, one other point, Welsh. Kendre was a college star and a third-round pick. Blackshear was a college backup / committee back and an undrafted free agent.
Well, there you go. Muppet Standard League, Devontae Adams or Tajay Spears? Devontae wants to catch that number 500, though.
And he may well do it, but he's also not fully healthy, and it sounds like he's sort of gutting it out just to play. I would play Spears here.
All right, I'm down with that. BD, gross wide receiver 2 and flex spot for championship in my 14-team league PPR. Judy, Wandale, Chig, Blackshear, Wicks, and Alamedi. Oh, so we have to pick 2 here. So sorry, flex and wide receiver 2. What are you doing out of this group?
I'm still playing Judy in the wide receiver spot, as gross as it was last week. I still think he's the best of a bunch of bad options. And I think I'm flexing Blackshear.
Yeah, that's probably the play. If you had any other better wide receivers, maybe something to Wandale. If you really believe Neighbors is going to be like in some limited capacity, Wandale might be a little bit more exciting. We saw Alamedi go out, but Judy's the best of that group. I'd go with it as well. Tempted to go with Chig in this, but yeah, I'm not.
Maybe Chig over Blackshear. You could make the case for that. I always tend to lean with the running back, who's a good bet for double-digit touches.
Yeah, this one was a Joe and D-Bro one, so don't have the reference since you hate AJ Brown this week. So no, we're not starting McMillan over AJ Brown. Get out of here. We had this earlier in the week. You and I, our rank show's done, Pat, so we didn't get to do it. But I was on, forgetting what show it was, but we were kind of having this AJ Brown thing, and it's like that's fine to lower him, but if you watched that game last week, all Pickett did was throw to AJ Brown. That's all he did.
He locked on to AJ Brown. I can't even remember targets to Devontae Smith. And
I can remember one.
Yeah, the one he dropped. Yeah. But like tight end, a non-factor, like Calcaterra. I don't know if he had a single target. Like he was totally dialed in on AJB. You're totally right about that, Welsh.
Yeah. So I don't know what hate D-Bro or Joe or one of them had, but I'm just not with it. Unless you have an incredible option. I really didn't move AJ Brown like that much. Because I think it's also like it's a trash secondary. Like trash secondary. Yeah. It's not a trash quarterback, but he's going to throw to him probably 12 times. So I'm good with it.
I've got him like wide receiver 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're about the same thing. Shannon, we're going down again. We're feeding out a few of the last questions from Joe and D-Bro. So Just FYI for any references. Morning, fellas. Start Nico and Cup looking for upside. Full PPR. I'm starting McLaurin. Need one of the following: B-Rob, Ridley, McMillan, Garrett Wilson.
In PPR, I'm playing Ridley against the Jacksonville defense. I mean, there is upside for sure because he could catch 10 balls against that defense.
Oh, crap. I hate sitting
PPR.
Yeah, I hate sitting Garrett Wilson in this situation, but I'll ride with you on Garrett Ridley. Those are all really good options. Hopefully all good enough that they all, are in the same vicinity of scoring. Let's see. Q. Hey, pros, start Achane or Madison. So we'll start there. This falls along. This isn't like the AJ Brown situation. But I'm not even giving a second of consideration to benching Achane for Madison of all of them. So no, I'm playing Achane.
I'm playing Achane too. I'm just not feeling great about Madison. He's kind of splitting work with Amir Abdullah. I know the Raiders' flight from Vegas to New Orleans only left like 15 hours before the start of kickoff. It's just, I mean, like Achane did not do well with Huntley last time around. Doesn't mean he can't do as well. And I think he was actually maybe sharing more work then than he is now. So, and I'm also rolling with Tyreek over Coleman. I mean, Coleman's in a 4 wide receiver rotation in Buffalo.
Yeah,
like his over under on targets is probably like 3.5. I'm playing Tyreek over Coleman without question.
What were these guys doing? Seth, what were these guys doing before we got on? What were they doing? Like Madison or Achane? What fear were they spreading to everybody? It's fine to be down on some of those guys, but this sounds like this is a misinformation. We need some fact checks on what was going on here.
I get it. These are snap calls in week 8, Welsh, but I understand why people ask the questions in week 17. They're nervous,
I get, but also like if we could be down on Tyreek Hill, I have him pushed down and stuff like that. But if it's more like Jordan Addison or Tyreek Hill, not to this level. But I do know that when we talk about these, sometimes it creates the big panic. We see it in the Discord shows and people asking these. It's a good question. I'm actually really glad that we asked this question. So maybe we can bring these guys back up. These are not the droids that you're looking for. These are not the guys that are going to replace Achane and Tyreek Hill. They're out there. They're definitely out there, but it ain't those decisions. It's definitely not those guys. So hopefully they now go off for you and get them back in the lineup. It sucks. You're in the championship too, by the way, Q, and you got 2 of these Dolphins that have been going off, and you're sitting here and you are presented with the idea that you might need to not start them in the championship week. That sucks because 2 is out. I feel you, dude. Tobe, half-point PPR, Downs or Debo? Also has Jennings, and then there's a super flex question. So Josh Downs or Debo Samuel?
All right, I'm going with Downs for sure, especially in full point PPR. I had Downs when it was going to be Richardson. I had him ranked in the low 40s. Now I have him ranked in the low 20s. It is a night and day difference for him. Also, Welsh, you are the 49ers fan. I don't want to start 2 49ers on a team that's going to be starting like all backup offensive linemen this week.
No, I mean, you can, in theory, if it's like the Lions defense stinks, it's a really high total, all of those things are in play. Niners they're gonna play really tough toward the end. Why would you want to start Debo? Because of 1 week? This question is great and it's still relevant because Debo did go off last week. But yeah, this is Downs. This is Downs by a country mile. Yep. Jennings is still the number 1 there. Debo will get some type of run, and cool for him for catching a 5-yard screen and being able to do something with it, but I wouldn't trust it. And not that Downs is like this super trustable guy, but Flacco just brings more stability for them to not throw 11 times. They can't throw 11 times in this game to win. They've got to throw at volume where they didn't have to do it with Anthony Richardson. So this is great for Josh Downs.
And I'd play Flacco over Rodgers. Easier matchup. Yeah. Indoors. And Rodgers isn't fully healthy.
100%. Do you think someone like A.D. Mitchell is a little bit more of an option this week too?
I don't think so, just because Alec Pierce is going to play, and that makes
A.D. Pierce is back.
The 4th guy. Yeah. So I've got Pierce ranked just outside the top 50. I think I've got him ranked like 51 or whatever. But obviously with Pierce, not that many targets, but there's always big play potential.
Big play potential. At the flex, McMillan or Breece Hall?
I'm going with Breece. I think a lot of people like McMillan more than I do this week.
I like McMillan, not over Brees Hall. Not even close, actually. PPR, I hate doing those too because you're setting yourself up. McMillan's gonna have like 8 catches and 2 touchdowns. Everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, how could you?" And it's like, okay, we're talking about McMillan over like AJ Brown and Brees Hall so far. Let's get back to reality of work because I want to like McMillan. Maybe this is one PPR. Pick one: Garrett Wilson, McMillan, or Reed. How do you guys all have McMillan? It's amazing.
I know it's still look. I'm
Still
going
not him.
with Garrett Wilson. Yeah. I mean, I know he's been kind of a second fiddle to Adams, but maybe they cut Adams snaps this week because he's not fully healthy. And look, man, I mean, Wilson is a guy who is a like top first round pick. I mean, he is so much more talented than Jalen McMillan. It's crazy. I prefer him and Reed. We've seen the downside with Reed lately. You just don't know what his target count is going to be. It could be 8, it could be 2. So
yeah,
I'm going.
I like Reed this week too. So McMillan's third on that list for me. Angry Fantasy Girl, Lost Pollard and Chuba play Blackshear, Boone, and Ray Davis. Blackshear for me.
Yeah, we're picking Blackshear over Boone and Ray Davis. You know, he's part of a gross 3 running back rotation, and he's not number 1 in that rotation.
Yeah, he's kind of who he is. That's exactly right. All right, we'll kind of move through and check out the questions. We'll kind of bounce around here for a tiny bit, but want to remind you guys, week 17, you can still bet. Week 18, you can still bet. The fantasy football season is over. You can still get a little bit of that betting in there with a free trial on Betting Pros. Use promo code FPFREE. You can unlock all of the features of Betting Pros, and you can do all the analysis of your own picks. You can follow us, see our picks. Another great thing is if you haven't been in this market before, you can use Betting Pros to track your betting, and you can use the premium side to do your own analysis, and you don't have to actually physically bet if you don't want to, but you can track where you would be, what your returns would look like. There's a million different ways you can use it, from the price pick analyzers, prop cheat sheet, and more. Go and check it out today. Download the app Betting Pros on iOS or Android and use promo code FPFREE. There's a sign right there, Brees Hall on there. See if Brees Hall's on there? It's Brees Hall overs. I'm on his receiving yards today, so I'm Brees Hall overs. That was a sign that we were given from the fantasy gods, so we will take it for all your Brees Hall questions. All right, we're going to bounce around. McMillan or Wicks? So let's start there. This is McMillan.
This is McMillan. Absolutely.
Absolute McMillan here. Abdullah or Blackshear?
Oh,
I have this exact option, by the way, in Pentathlon, which we're doing. It's the total point. I have this exact option of Abdullah.
Which way you had to make this call with your own self interest on the line, Welsh? What did you do? Blackshear?
Blackshear. I went with Blackshear. Yeah, Blackshear was my option. Not that I love it or anything like that, but I have a feeling he has a better potential to get more volume. Bryce Young has been better, so I just decided to go with Blackshear. I feel like Abdullah can get involved in the touchdown game, but I'm going with Blackshear.
Yeah, I feel like Abdullah's production the last couple of weeks, I know it's been substantial, but it's also been a little fluky. He's getting out snapped by Alexander Madison. I'm with you on Blackshear, I think. All
right, let's see. Now the only problem I ever have when I do bounce around is if I lose where I'm at. All right, let's scroll down to Eric Welsh. What's Eric? You and Joey P helped me with my baseball league. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go 2 for 2. Achan, Brown, Hall, London neighbors. We have to sit 2 full PPR. We assume this Brown must be of the AJ variety, correct?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Chase okay, Brown so now
already played, so yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go with AJ. So who are you sitting here?
Sitting 2. I'm sitting neighbors with the bad quarterback and not fully healthy.
Full PPR though.
And I think I'm sitting Achan. I think I'm playing London and Brown, Welsh.
Oh man. I am going to do the same. I don't want to sit. I really don't want to sit these two guys at all, but
I know
I like AJ Brown a bit more. I like Hall more than Achan right now. Yeah, those are great options, Eric.
I just kind of worry about neighbors gutting it out on this bad ankle. Like there's upside for sure, but there's also some risk. I think AJB is a little safer. I think London is a little bit safer.
Yeah, and depending like what level you live in of incentive land. I live in it a little bit more, and it might end up being silly and foolish. But like there are incentives, from financial incentives to something that Neighbors has, where he's in that rookie reception record. He's like 4 or 5 behind Bowers. One big game could make it super hyper competitive for next week. That could mean something. The incentive game is a little bit more like Mike Evans. Sutton needed like a big game and he didn't need a big game next week, but like Evans needs a touchdown and like 70 yards on average and stuff like that. So there's the incentive. So this is like a semi-incentive games, but Eric, that's who we're sitting. That's a rough one here. Who is this? This is Ryan. Full PPR need 1 flex, Garendo, Dobbs, or Pittman.
In full PPR Welsh, I would go with Pittman. Again, I am sort of terrified of that San Francisco offense with all their backup offensive linemen forced to play.
I hope you're right, because as many know, I've ladder bet the Lions spread. I bet them on the spread. I bet them -6.5, and I sprinkled some 9.5 as well. So yeah. I'm sitting in the 10 department, a little bit worried about it, just because like this isn't the Panthers. If the Niners do go off, we know they have the players to go off. They just consistently don't. And then the offensive line stuff is what helps quite a bit. Also the Lions defense. So it go both ways. I'll be honest with you. I said all of that. I'm going to go with Garendo, because not like Patrick Taylor, they will throw the ball to Garendo. They love throwing the ball to Garendo out of the backfield. So I think he's locked for 3 or 4 catches. It's a high scoring game. So maybe he does fall into a touchdown. He's likely to be a red zone guy. I don't know if you're leaving a ton on the table, but like Flacco does make Pittman a lot better. I think Pittman is a very close next to him.
Yeah.
And then Dobbs is even better too without
sure.
Watson. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm going to go with Garendo. You're going to go with Pittman. So player, make your choice. Scar says standard scoring, pick 2 wide receivers and a flex. London, BTJ, Neighbors, Shakir, Myers, Spears. Currently going with London, BTJ, and Spears. I think those are the plays.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Got to play BTJ, and Spears is a really good play today too. And I like London more than Neighbors or Shakira Myers.
I'm a little worried Spears, this is a letdown spot, because this is one of those things that happens where it's like, oh, it's an amazing running back put in an amazing situation. He should eat. And then like he doesn't, but he's great in the receiving game. And we just want volume. Like when he's been given volume though, as far as carries go, he hasn't been great this year. He hasn't done. I think it's like twice he's had double-digit carries and he's done like nothing with it.
But
so
the matchup,
had to be the receiving. I know the matchup's great.
Yeah, fantastic matchup. I'm excited
Mr. D,
about it.
Cool B, full PPR. Current team lead. Current team is Lamar, Barkley, Gibbs, McMillan, Jennings, Okonkwo. I need a flex. Choices are Olamide, Jacoby, Brian Robinson, Jerome Ford, and Darnell Mooney. It's got to be Brian Robinson, right?
Welsh, it's close. I mean, to me, it's Brian Robinson versus Jacoby Myers, and full PPR really does sort of tip the scales, I think, towards Jacoby a little bit.
I'll give you an out. Let's sit McMillan for Jacoby. Why are we putting? I like McMillan, but I would prefer Jacoby over McMillan. So let's get Jennings, or let's get McMillan out of there for Jacoby, and then put Ryan Robinson in at flex.
That's what I do too. Good call.
Okay, that's what we're doing. I hate to McMillan goes off. I will say I have bet McMillan this week. I bet his receptions. I bet Evans and McMillan. So I'm invested in that game.
Yeah, if
but
you
it's 3.5.
If you go look at our ECR and you click on McMillan and look at everyone's rankings, some of the very best rankers are the guys who are lowest on McMillan this week. I've noticed. Just going to point that out. Like some of the very sharpest rankers have McMillan as like wide receiver 40 this week.
Exactly. Neil, I feel you. Neil, get your question in. It's just nothing. Nothing's there. Maybe Seth can find it. James. Isaac Garendo or Brian Robinson? Full PPR.
Robinson without hesitation for me.
Yeah, I would go with Robinson in this one. I'm not sure if it's without hesitation, but Robinson I trust a lot more. Thoughts on London or Jawan Jennings to start in the flex? I love Jawan Jennings this week, but I'm not soothsayer, table pounding, anything like that, especially when it comes to London. Like I have Jennings probably higher than most, definitely higher than wherever you have him, Pat. I can already guess. My soothsayerness says you have Jennings, let me guess, 26.
31.
Even worse. I was about to actually say outside the 30s. I have him higher than that.
And I have not done a good job of projecting Jennings, so you should probably ignore me on this one, but I do have London ranked higher in PPR.
But you want to know what? That's the middle mark. Yeah, then that's where I'm going with. It's London. London's the pick here, but like I have Jennings right around 20. You have him at 31. So right around like that 24, 25 range is good, but London's like a wide receiver 1 this week. So
ECR is like 19 on Jennings. Everyone likes him more than I do. I that offensive line, well, I'll say it again, scares the heck out of me.
I get it. And I mean, Purdy has not been making good decisions when under duress lately. He's not Caleb Williams or anything like that, worst quarterback in the league, but it's not great. We did get Neil's question in. Achane or Spears?
I have Spears ranked 1 spot ahead of Achane. I would play
do the same.
Spears. Yeah. And I'm playing Flacco for sure over either RB in the super flex. Like
Flacco's in a good spot.
Yeah, really good spot.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right, we're going to go back up to the top, follow our line. You guys are coming in hot with the questions. So I said at the beginning of the show, but I'm going to reference here. If you do a super chat now, there's no guarantee. We've done some overtime. We'll do lightning round, but this is a big queue. There's a pretty big queue. So no guarantees on super chats from this moment forward, but also it was like 15 minutes ago. But I think you guys know that. Let me clean up this queue for a second, and then we will get going here. Seth, if we had any injury updates, those usually come right around 30 after. So Seth has been our newsbreaker, so we'll see if any do come in. But I think all of them came, during the week when everything was horrible. Yeah, Seth said nothing yet. Sorry, I'm putting Seth, I'm asking him all this stuff. Seth deserves a lot of credit, by the way, for everybody. If you've been here all year, we always try to say thank you at the end. How about we do it in the prime when there are, 4-digit number of people here? Seth has held this down the entire year. He's amazing. We love him, and you guys should give big credit to him because he runs the show, and he's the man. And he's also been contributing to the show, not sitting back and pushing buttons. I used to work in radio. Board operators are just like beep, boop, beep. Seth is interactive. He's sending us stuff. Seth's the best. So I just wanted to give him some love. All right, back to it. Yes, now I love Seth. Get back to work, Seth. No, sorry. Harry. Pick 2, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, Dobbs, J-Mo, or Josh Downs.
I'm going with AJ and Downs.
So Tyreek under Josh Downs this week.
Afraid so. I mean, it's Tyler Huntley, and I kept telling myself, well, last time we saw Tyler Huntley, I kept ranking him as like a back end wide receiver 1, high end wide receiver 2, thinking like can always get the big play, Didn't hit the big play, Welsh. But I mean, you do have that chance, but man, like Downs is going to get peppered with targets by Joe Flacco today against a bad Giants defense. So I'm on board with Downs, and like as you pointed out, Kenny Pickett really hyper targeted AJ Brown.
AJ's a no-brainer. We're turning the hat around for the second half of this show because we're going to get serious here. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Downs is the smart analytical play here. I can't do it. I can't sit Tyreek Hill in this situation when there's also no Waddle. He hasn't been great. He has received a ton of touchdown looks, but it has been under Tua. I think Downs is safer. I think if I'm down in any capacity, we know exactly what Tyreek's going to have. Like I think Downs is downside. He's actually better than Tyreek's. I think his floor is better than Tyreek's this week.
Sure.
But the ceiling is on Tyreek's side. So you balance that out. That's a tough one. Patrick, pick 3 wide receivers, half PPR. Thielen, Neighbors, Reed, McLaurin, and then we have a tight end 1. So that is called sit 1.
I'm sitting Thielen. Hamstring issue earlier this week. Yeah, I mean, like all these guys are top 35 receivers. I want to say really close call between Thielen and Reed for me. I think I like the upside with Reed just a little bit more.
Yep, I'm on Reed. If you saw the prediction show with Worm and Erickson and I had Jordan Love goes off this week and Reed is going to score a touchdown. So I'm on the Reed side. Tight ends. Chig and Kraft, I feel like is the question of question, but I'm on Tucker Kraft this week. 1 spot above Chig. I both have them inside the top 10 though.
Same. Yeah. I think you get better touchdown odds with Kraft, slightly better reception and target outlook for Chig. Really close call, but I do think Kraft is kind of the better and more reliable player.
Yeah. You've been a rock star ranker too, by the way. Shout out to you, Fitzy. What range are you in on the ranks? Are you still inside the top 20 of the overall in the entire world?
Yeah, like 17, maybe.
Man, I'm just like, if you got like a first, could you crack that top 10? Do you think?
Yeah,
I feel like you could.
Probably not. Maybe if I finish first, but I tend not to.
Finish first, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, you're holding it down. You and Mike Mayer are holding it down for Fantasy Pros in the Fantasy Pros contest. 200 people ranking. You have been killing it all year. So always my little reference to when you guys listen to some of those starting to sits. If I talk about Juwan Jennings, listen to me, but otherwise listen to Fitz on like everything else. That's the thing that you want to be.
Good advice.
Doing. Yeah. Just only Juwan Jennings. That's it. That's the only thing that I can really do for you. But everything else. All right. Standard for championship, Cook or Spears, and then McLaurin or McMillan. Easily McLaurin, but Spears and Cook is a great question.
Agreeing McLaurin. I have Spears ranked higher, Welsh. I mean, Cook has been really good, but Cook is also rotating and yielding a surprisingly high number of snaps to Ty Johnson and Ray Davis. So I'm going with Spears. Like, I think Spears is going to see like an 80 or 90% snap share and a really good chance at like 15 plus touches in a spectacular matchup against the Jags today.
Man, I got Cook higher, but I mean, the sell is there. Not that much higher, but I don't know. Man. James Cook in open field, when you get him in the open field,
I know
he's just absolutely explosive, touchdown magnet in that. They'll throw him. I don't like the touch equity, but I do kind of think like a normal Tajay Spears, even like if Paul, like I feel like the touch equity is actually similar, but he just might go a little bit over because it's such a great matchup against the Jags. I'm cool with Spears over, but here's that one wrinkle we weren't even talking about. This is standard league, so it's touchdown equity. That's why I lean slightly back to Cook. I think his ability and probability of scoring a touchdown is higher than Spears.
So it's a really close call, Steve. Ultimately, I mean, I hate to say this, you're paying for super chat, but I think this is a trust your gut situation for sure.
Yeah. A2Z, sadly, in a 4-point passing touchdown, pick one, Rush, Flacco, Pickett.
Flacco by a mile for me.
Flacco, that's right. Hey, Dredis in the house. What's up? Huge shout out. This was to not us. This is, to be clear, not shouting us out. This is them. We're still in the Joe and Debro questions. Got me placed first, second, third, and 90% of leagues. Full PPR rank, please. Ford, Garindo, Jennings, Thielen, McMillan, all the love. So this is, this is just rank them.
Yeah. For me, Welsh, I'm actually going Ford first because of his dual run catch. And they need to center the offense around him with, the quarterback situation. So Ford, I think I go Jennings over Garindo in PPR. Garindo second, Thielen, McMillan kind of bringing up the rear. I'm
Jennings, Garindo, Ford, Thielen, McMillan. So, close-ish. You have Ford at the top. I have Ford but the bottom is the same. Jennings sits at number 2 for, I guess I have Jennings at the top, but like we're in that same general vicinity. So there you go, Dredis. I think after this one, we're going to activate first level of lightning round, where we're going to be quicker to get through because we got the queue, baby, and we'll start getting through these. But is that Rop? My eyes might. I've always had good eyes my entire life. As soon as I hit 40, it was like, and that looked like rap to me. But Rob, PPR, Devontae Smith or McMillan?
I've got Devontae ranked ahead of McMillan, and I prefer Hawk over Chig.
All right. Check this out. What a perfect time to do it. We do have breaking news from Seth. Malik Neighbors is officially active. And it is all confirmed and good. We kind of knew he was going to be out there, but it is now official. You guys can get ahead of the game on the injuries every single week when you are using Are They Playing? That's right. The Are They Playing tool, AI and years of injury data has put together this incredible tool that you can use for free. That's right. All you got to do is sync your league for free. And then you can get this customized report, which is going to give you the chance to play, the probability, who they're going up against, as you can see. It's an awesome tool. It's completely free. And it's like pretty freaking amazing, to be honest with you. Are They Playing? FantasyPros.com/Are They Playing? Sync your league and use it for free. The Are They Playing tool. All right, lightning round. First era of it is activated. Unfortunately, there's no question. Paul went lightning round and didn't ask a question. So, Cali down real bad. Lost Hurts, Dell, and Kamara. Need upside. Miami or Philly D?
I would actually go with Miami against DTR. I just think it's a better situation. Cooper Rush hasn't been bad. So even though Philly D is better, Miami, you want to play the opposing quarterback, Miami.
I'm fine with that. Upside on wide receiver, Wicks, Amari, NWI. I feel like NWI is the clear cut. Like you want upside, you go NWI for touchdowns, right?
I've got him ranked highest of this group, NWI.
Yeah, you didn't even have to worry about it. Devontae Adams officially active. That is according to Seth, who was able to get that for us. So he is in. Again, we knew he was in, but there were these slight little questions. Catch 500. I didn't know this. Did you know? I mean, you probably did. You see people talk about it, but Devontae Adams wants to catch touchdown 500 from Aaron Rodgers. He's caught 200 and 400. So he has two of those markers. So listen, we can fall into traps, especially in the betting world, but you're damn right I'm betting Devontae Adams anytime touchdown this week. You know, I mean, I'm also probably going to bet first touchdown. That's just, if I don't, I'm a silly goose. I just have to do it. All right. Preston, Shakir, Jameson, or Neighbors? Pick two. Sit one. Shakir.
I'm sitting Shakir. Yeah. Frustrating four-way receiver rotation for Buffalo.
Peace out, Shakir. Brian, Purdy, Flacco, or Bryce Young? Don't have faith in Purdy versus Detroit. Sounds like Fitzy. Flacco is great almost every start in facing Tennessee. I am Purdy here. You are going to be probably Flacco.
No, I have Purdy right now ranked one spot ahead of Flacco, but it sounds like Brian's gut is telling him to play Flacco. Brian, I'm not going to talk you out of that if that is your instinct.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk you out either. I just have Purdy higher. So that's
I think Flacco might be safer this week.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, if the 49ers offensive line is banged up, they're not going to be able to move the ball, probably super successful. But what do? They're going to throw the ball, and they've got outlets for short and deep. Just going to matter how much pressure has been put on them. And it's just a high total. It's a really high total. But Flacco's safe. But Purdy for both of us. You make the final call, my friend. Gojo, pick two wide receivers. A.J. Brown, Brian Thomas, Thielen, Downs. It is the first two. Easy. Laporta or Jonnu?
Laporta there. I moved Jonnu behind Laporta with the QB switch.
I'm going to go with Jonnu. 49ers, one of the better tight end coverage teams in the NFL. Fred Warner's still out there. He'll lock that up. So I'm going to go against Laporta here. Also a reason I really, really love J-Mo this week. Panther, drop one in best ball PPR league. Really. Parker Washington, Cooks, Olamide, or Richard. Had Lutz 2, got me 6.
I guess I'm dropping Parker Washington.
Yeah, I guess. I kind of like Parker Washington, but yeah, he's the clear cut out of there. So peace out. So Margan says, I just picked up Chig, play him over Jonnu.
I still have Jonnu ranked higher. And again, Jonnu had good games in 2 of Tyler Huntley's 3 previous games.
Yep. Same as championship game, but down bad. Full PPR start 1 RB, 2 flex. So we're sitting 1. Achane, Garendo, Spears, and Jennings. By God, I almost thought for a second we were going to get you saying we're sitting Achane, but you're going to sit Garendo here.
I'm going to sit Garendo out of these.
I think guys. I probably sit Garendo out of these as well. Garendo's a little bit dicey. I mean, Achane and Garendo might be way closer than we're even giving credit for, but I'll go with Achane here. Daniel, Kincaid or Chig?
Chig.
All right. And then pick one of Dowdle, Miller, or Blackshear.
I'm still going with Rico. I know the matchup is tough, but the dude's averaged 21.4 touches over his last 5 games. And no CD Lamb, they got to run the offense through Rico.
100%. Hyper, this is a Joe question. All right. So that was that. Sorry, Joe wasn't even here. 2 wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Brian Thomas. Did we just have that? Yeah. Yeah, it came in twice. Super flex, full PPR need 1 Garendo or Spears. It is Spears. 100% Spears. You guys won't believe this. We're just now getting to our questions. That's where the cue was. Starting running back, Dowdle or Bigsby?
Dowdle.
Flex, Neighbors or McMillan? Neighbors. Easy stuff here. Giddy up, JT or Saquon? I think this is coming from a worried Saquon doesn't play the whole game type of thing, but Saquon's going for the record too. Would you? I mean, I can't believe this is even a question. Would you sit
No,
Saquon for JT?
I'm playing Saquon, and I'm also playing JT over Ford. And how much do they outscore Ford by? I don't know. I mean, I think the point
Enough.
projection gap between JT and Ford is probably like at least 6 points, 5 points.
Yeah. Bates, I guess, with the kicker question. Ridley or McMillan?
Ridley for me.
Okay.
And
Ridley too.
Bates. I mean, it's go with the great offense, man.
Luca, Rashad White or Garindo, half PPR.
All right, I'm going with Rashad White here. I know he's sort of the 1B in that backfield, but man, Carolina gives it up to running backs. There is no better matchup. And again, I'm worried about the state of the Niners offensive line.
I'm going with Garindo. They do give it up, and they did to Bucky last time. Maybe it's Rashad gets involved. Rashad's great. I think Rashad's a better floor, but Garindo's the number one in the 49ers offense, number one running back right now. So there's still that. Downs with Flacco or Reed without Watson?
Downs with me. Like Reed's target volume, as TP31 probably knows, has not been great lately. And Downs has gotten peppered whenever Flacco has played.
Yeah, it's down. Yeah, it's Downs. I'm not going to talk myself out of it. Shut up, Welsh. Shannon, team went up in smoke. Hurt CD and Njoku, Connor, Fair. Oh, man, left Worthy on the bench. You're depressing us, Shannon. This hurts. This is sad. Need one wide receiver, Turpin, Wicks, or Zacchaeus. This is even more depressing.
Sounds like Shannon needs upside. And, Wicks had a big game the last time he played Minnesota. Granted, like Green Bay fell into a big hole and we're in hyper, like the 2-minute offense for like 40 minutes of that game. But, it's easier to throw on the Vikings than it is to run on them. I think Wicks gives her the best chance of a big game. And she needs a big game.
Completely agree. Completely. We had this run. Look at this. John, nothing. Ben, nothing. Andrew, nothing. I feel bad for you guys. I'll leave them up here if we can somehow find them. But sorry, guys, nothing there. Makes me sad. Casper, full PPR. Wilson, Ford, Spears.
Spears,
yes. Miami, Indy. I think you already didn't.
Indy is my top ranked defense, and I have Miami ranked number 2 this week.
See, Will. I got this. It's like a death site at the top of our chat queue, just in memory of all these people that didn't have it. All right, Chef Championship without Hurts, standard quarterback Rodgers, young Flacco. We've had these versions. It's Flacco, pretty
Team Flacco.
Yep. Defense, Raiders or Lions?
As worried as I am about the San Francisco offense, Welsh, I would still rather play the Raiders against Spencer Rattler.
I completely forgot. You and I did our Thursday show after Christmas. It feels like that was 2 weeks ago. It was like Raider. We were just like all Raidered up in that show. So Raiders.
Yeah. We saw Spencer Rattler and guide the Saints to a spectacular 0 points against the Packers last Monday. So and then Spears at running back. Would you agree, Welsh?
100%. 100%. James, need 2 of 3. Adams, McLaurin, AJ Brown. Also, do I flex one and not play Achane? So there's the option to play all 3 of these wideouts and not play Achane. That might be the play.
Yeah. So Adams would be the odd guy out for me just because he's not fully healthy. And would you rather play Adams with the touchdown likelihood or Achane? I might go Adams here too, Welsh.
I think I'm going to go Adams here. I get what you're saying, but if they're active, it's a divisional game. It's a big game that they want to play. So I just don't know they want to let the foot off the gas, if you know what I'm saying. And Adams has got to get that that fifth.
Good with all 3 receivers.
Yeah, we're sitting. It sucks sitting Achane. Why do we have to sit Achane? I don't want to do it.
No, we wouldn't want to do it if Tua were in there, but such as it is.
Such is life. All right. There's another one down the drain. That stinks. Half PPR, pick one flex, Tracy, Debo, or Downs.
I am going with Downs here. Man, it's tough with Tracy. There's big upside for sure, but they've also been using Singletary a lot of times. Not so much last week, though. He's interesting. I still think Downs is actually a safer play. I think he's likely to get double-digit targets today, Welsh.
I'm good with it. Official, we are going to ludicrous mode. It is just straight answers. We have a ginormous queue. We are going to break records here. We are going to get through them. Ludicrous mode starts now. Brown, Debo, McMillan, Neighbors. Pick 2.
AJB and Neighbors.
Yes, sir. Same thing. Flex, Brees Hall. We kind of had this one before. Brees Hall. It is Brees. A half PPR need 2. Garindo, Abdullah, Dobbs, Blackshear, Smith, and Chig. That would be Garindo and Smith.
I'm with you. Yes, Garindo and Smith.
Aaron Jones, Spears, or Achane?
I am going with Spears. I have those 3 grouped within like 4 spots of each other. Really close. I think I have them ordered Spears, Achane, Jones.
I have it almost the same, like next to each other, but it's Jones, Spears, Achane. So I'm going to go with Aaron Jones there. Fallen Soldier, Charles. Brandon, Achane, Jacobs, Bucky, Spears. Achane's not the option here. It's got to be Jacobs. I'm going to go Jacobs and Bucky.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. PPR need flex. Jennings, Debo, Thielen, B-Rob. Jennings for me.
I would go Jennings here also.
Over B-Rob?
Oh, wait. I didn't see Brian Robinson. Yeah, I'd go Brian Robinson. Paul.
Okay, I figured you would.
Split decision.
Okonkwo or Blackshear?
In full PPR, I think I'd go with Chig, but unless it's full PPR, I think Blackshear, and even in full PPR, close.
Probably, yeah. McMillan or Jamison Williams? That is JMO for me.
JMO for me also, Carlos.
There you go. Kendre, Abdullah, Boone, Blackshear, pick 2. Kendre and Blackshear for me.
Me too.
Okay, we're on that side. This is good. Jennings, Tyreek, Pierce, Chig, pick 2 for flex. Jennings and Tyreek.
Agreed.
And then Flacco, Rudolph, Pickett. That's Flacco. Yeah, we've killed the Flacco stuff. Half PPR, Debo or Jacoby Myers? Jacoby, Pierce with Flacco or Judy?
Yeah, Judy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great. McMillan or Wicks?
McMillan.
Blackshear, Abdullah, Blackshear.
We both like Blackshear there.
And what's your defensive choice?
I think I'm going Cleveland against Huntley out of those options.
Let's do it. Dobbs or McMillan?
McMillan.
And Hawkinson over Chig.
Hawk, yes.
Yeah, okay, big time. Tim, half PPR, 2 wide receiver flex, Adams, McLaurin, Devontae, B-Rob, and Ford. That is Adams, McLaurin, and B-Rob.
Boom, yes.
We've
and
already
Kraft
said
over
Kraft.
Chig. Close call, but yes.
Yes, sir. I'm up 40 after last night. Opponent is starting Mayfield. Do I start McMillan over Devontae Smith with no hearts?
I mean, I'd be okay with that. I have Devontae ranked higher, but I get it. Target volume, maybe McMillan has a slightly better outlook. I would be fine with that decision as a big favorite.
It's close enough. Achane or McMillan? Achane. Coker or Chig in the flex? Or Chig.
I think I'm going Chig.
Chig. Half PPR, McLaurin, Achane, Hall. Sit 1.
I'm sitting Hall. Maybe not entirely healthy Welsh. Jets, it's just been like they'll give us one decent game and then one just complete face plant. Like I think Achane is a little safer than Hall.
See, Hall is my lock here, so I'm on the exact opposite as you. I think I'm gonna sit Achane here. I hate it. I hate having those options. Doug, pick 2. Hall, Garindo, B-Rob, Ford, Reed, Downs. I'm going to go Hall and B-Rob, I guess. But
I'm going Hall and Downs in PPR.
Yeah, Downs has been...
I think Downs is PPR gold today, baby.
Garindo or Evans, full PPR?
Oh, Evans.
Defensive question. That's all you. Dallas, Raiders, Cleveland, New Orleans, Green Bay, Tennessee.
Yeah, I've got the Raiders ranked highest of these guys, just ahead of Cleveland.
PPR sit 1, Achane, Bucky, or Spears. Bye-bye, Achane. Right?
Yeah.
Stinks. Hate to do it. Half PPR, pick 1 wideout, 1 running back, 1 flex. AJ Brown, BTJ, Bucky. Those are the 3. Easy stuff.
Yep.
Right?
Agreed.
That works, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got Bucky. Yeah, exactly. All right. It's always easy when you guys put it right at the top. Browns, Colts, Dolphins.
Colts are my top ranked this week.
Bass. Go with Bass.
Yeah, I mean, like Matt LaFleur is maybe the most aggressive coach in the league about going for it on 4th downs, and it does cost Brandon McManus field goal opportunities.
Hall, Garindo, Ford, Spears. I'm going to say Hall. You're going to say Spears.
Correct.
Spears.
Right. Spears and Hall.
McMillan or Garindo?
I'm going Garindo here.
I'm going to go with Garindo, too. It's close. It is close. McMillan. Tactical, Devontae Adams or Thielen?
Adams.
Defense, Bills, Cleveland, Raiders. Oh,
Raiders.
If you throw Raiders in there, we know where that's going. Raiders are the play this week, baby. 3 leagues, 3 Super Bowls. Thanks,
Nice.
Fantasy Pros. Good job, Matt. Gonna need a strong flex in one though. So half PPR: Neighbors, Jameson, Garindo, Robinson, Dowdle.
Oh man, this is really tough.
I mean,
Well,
Neighbors is the play, but I'm a little worried for you if floor is what you need. It might be Robinson.
I think Robinson is the safest floor, and that is the way I would personally go in half PPR.
Okay. Bill, hey guys, need to pick 3: Tracy, Neighbors, Wilson, Garindo, Madison, Blackshear. Thank you. I would go Neighbors, Wilson, Garindo.
I would go Neighbors, Wilson, Tracy, but Tracy Garindo is neck and neck for me.
Yeah, they're right there. Need 2: Adams, McLaurin, Garindo. Go with the Whiteouts.
Yep, agreed.
Jennings or McMillan? Jennings.
It's
my boy. It's my boy, Blue. PPR, pick 1 wide receiver and 1 tight end. McMillan, Devontae Smith. Oof.
Slight edge to Devontae Smith,
Slight.
and I would play Laporta.
Yeah, it's Kraft, Chig, Laporte. I'm going with Kraft on that one. So we're on the other side on those. Debo, Neighbors. And then Flex, Rogers, Flacco. Easy stuff. We're rocking it. Should I start Strange or Ferguson in tight end?
I would start. Strange got benched. He didn't play a single fourth quarter snap. He fumbled last week and had an egregious drop. And Ferguson's target outlook brightens with Lamb out.
Exactly right. Full PPR. London, Downs, McMillan. London. And to see half PPR tight end Ertz or Conquo. But Ertz does have incentives. He needs 5 catches. That's important.
He does. Yeah, Chig, 17 catches the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just want to throw that out there. It's Chig for a lot of us. Dowdle or Bigsby?
Dowdle.
And then Flex, Neighbors or McMillan?
Neighbors.
Calvin, half PPR pick or running back tight end Flex, Kendra Miller, Madison, Blackshear, Reed, Cooks, Jonnu, Chig, Ferguson.
I've actually got Madison ranked highest of these running backs, and I would start Jaden Reed. Oh, wait. Sorry. 1 running back. Okay, my running back's Madison. My tight end is Jonnu. And my 2 flexes would be Jaden Reed and...
It's our Cooks, right?
Cooks over Kendre? No,
yeah,
I'm
not starting Madison. I'm starting Kendre at my running back with Jonnu, and then I'm going Reed and Cooks. That's me.
All right. I would say Kendre and Madison should both play. And then, so I'm not flexing Cooks.
Full PPR start 2: Tyreek, Myers, Mooney, Downs. This is going to be a Tyreek and probably Downs, right?
For me, it's Myers and Downs. I think those guys are PPR machines. Yeah, I'm playing both of those dudes over Tyreek.
Chris picked 2: Wilson, Neighbors, Hill. Well, I think that answered that. Neighbors and Hill, right? Or Neighbors and Wilson.
Neighbors and Wilson for me.
You hate Tyreek this week. Pick 3: San Francisco Superflex PPR 6-point passing. Aaron Jones, Brees, Adams, BTJ, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, geez. I mean, you got to play the quarterback, right? Like
I
think you got to play Rodgers, and I'm not benching BTJ under any circumstances. That leaves 1, and I'd play Aaron Jones in the other spot.
Samesies. Patrick, good morning, fellas. Pick 2: half PPR Neighbors, Reed, Thielen.
Thielen's odd guy out for me.
Same, and then just
Kraft over Chig.
The never-ending Kraft or Chig. It's incredible. Flacco or Bryce Young?
Flacco.
We rocking with the Flacco, Jake. Achan or Spears?
Spears.
Evans over Debo and Jawan.
Yes. Evans.
Incentives. Evans. Full PPR. Cooks or Spears? Probably means
Cook.
Yeah, Cook. Not
Brandon
Cook.
I'm still playing Spears over Cook or Cooks, and Brian Thomas has to play, man.
Brian Thomas, a smash. I'm Cook over Spears, but Spears over Cooks. Blackshear, Boone. I feel like we've had this. Blackshear. We had that one. Spears, Reed, Garindo.
I'm going Spears.
Yes. Ali, so sorry. Kenneth, who do you trust more, Spears or Debo Samuel?
Oh, Spears by a lot.
Debo and Trust do not go hand in hand, guys.
Right. Grady bounced back last week, but,
Cool. Yeah, that'll go by the wayside 100%. Full PPR, sit 1, Neighbors, Adams, Dowdle. Dowdle for me.
Yeah, I think me too in PPR.
Achan or Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones, baby. Miami versus Indy.
All right.
Are you Achane over Aaron Jones?
Achane for me by a nose, but I would tell Mike to trust his gut on that one. Like, I don't feel strongly about that at all. And Miami versus Indy. I'd play Indy over I have them ranked 1 and 2. Indy 1, Miami 2. And I'd play Hawk over Jonnu. Close call.
Standard pick 2, McMillan, JMO, Thielen. Thanks for the informative content. JMO's a must for me here because I think he's scoring against the Niners. Interesting on the other side.
I hate to say, especially in standard, JMO's number 1. I have Thielen ranked slightly higher than McMillan.
I would too. A couple more fallen soldiers here. Just nothing. Jonnu Kincaid.
Jonnu.
Exactly. Another one. Sorry, buddy. My finals is 2 weeks, this being the last week. I'm up 40 with one more of my players gone than my opponent. Do I pivot from? Absolutely not.
No, man,
I just don't pivot from
that.
BTJ.
Storm is moving through early. It's not going to be bad weather throughout that game. Like, they're not going to play in thunderstorms. And then the rain stops. So play BTJ. Do not sit BTJ, please.
And then Cook Spears. We just talked about that. That's, I'm on Spears. Or I'm on Cook. You're on Spears. Yeah, exactly.
Close to a 50-50, though. Agreed.
He's smarter than me, so you can go with that. Spears, B-Rob, Jennings, and the flex. Spears. Yep. Dallas Bills. Vegas is in there. It's Vegas. Answer if I see LV. Start to sit. Okay, so sit 1. Spears, Shakir, McMillan.
I'm sitting McMillan.
Yeah,
I'm close call with Shakir and McMillan.
You know what? I'm going to sit Shakir. Shakir. There's something I want to be on the McMillan side a little bit. Whole PPR, Chig or Blackshear?
I'm going with Chig in full PPR.
Sure, I'll follow it. Vegas. Oh, what did I just say? Vegas. Not even look at the rest of them.
Wait, he had Miami. I'm going. So my top 3: Indy, Miami, Vegas. I'd actually go Miami over Vegas.
There we go. Miami over Vegas. I feel like that could have been a decision with our company trip. There, Fitzy. It was Miami or Vegas. I'd like to go to Miami too, right? I've never been to Florida. Never been to New York. I'm just so untraveled, uncultured. I know. Isn't that sad? Is that sad?
That's kind of wild.
I know. Tennessee. When we went to Tennessee last year as a company, it was the furthest east I've ever gone. I don't go anywhere.
Oh, man.
Someone send me somewhere. One time, someone was going to pay to have me go to Florida. It was Puerto Rico or something like that and be a guest auctioneer of a thing. And I was so down for it. And it just didn't happen because they're going to pay me a lot of money. That was the best part about it. It wasn't the free travel and stuff to Florida and everything, or Puerto Rico or whatever the hell it was. It was the money specifically. So that'll get me there. All right. Sorry. Back to it. PPR. Who do you like to get closer to 20 PPR points? Addison, Ford, Thielen, Breece Hall.
I got to go Breece over Addison here.
Breecey. Exactly right. Garrett or Debo? Garrett.
Right?
Okay. Yep. Thielen, Downs, Ford. Oh, it's Downs question.
It's Downs for me. Sorry,
Aaron. McMillan or JMO?
JMO.
All right.
Even though he has Laporte, I'd still play JMO.
Yep. This is kind of a version. We're split on Cooks and Spears. We are Downs though.
Yes, correct.
Mooney or Reed full PPR?
In full PPR, I think I'm going Mooney. Slight edge, really close.
I think he's safer. I think the upside might be there with Reed this week.
Yeah.
To play it that way. And Happy New Year to you. Cooks, Achane, Spears. Pick 2. Full PPR.
So James Cook, my odd man out, but really close between Cook and Achane. And I know you would sit Achane.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like sitting Achane. It's just I need that 201s to throw to him 700 times. All right, let's do a little bit of overtime. Are you down with overtime? It's our last one of the year. Tiny bit of overtime. Seth, you down for it? All right, Seth's down for it. I don't know if we're going to get to all of them because there's 30 plus, but hyper lightning round to see if we can try to get the rest of yours. We're going to do a little bit of overtime. Thank you guys. So thank you guys always. You guys have been killing it all year and hanging with us. And the amount of people that are still in the live stream on week 17 blows my mind. So shout out to you guys. All right. So
championship games. It's good news.
Yeah, man. A little lightning round, a little bit of overtime. Let's do it. Raiders, Bucks, and Browns. It's Raiders. Wicks, Chig, or Kendre Miller.
I think I'm still going. I'll go Chig over Kendre.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's close. I'm good with Kendre too. That was my first instinct. Let's
Ford, Dowdle, McMillan, half PPR.
I'm going with Dowdle and the workload.
I'll go with Ford. Full PPR, pick 2, McMillan, Smith, Coker, Westbrook, Cooks.
McMillan and Smith. Yeah.
Yes, we together. B-Rob, Spears, Ridley, Reed, pick 2. That would be, I think I'd actually go with the running back. Well, Ridley's really tough. Are you going to do Spears and Ridley though?
No, I'm going with Spears and B-Rob.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're going together.
Don't go with both Titans.
Yeah. Flex, Ford, McMillan, Ridley.
I think it's Ford
Ridley?
for me.
Oh,
well, really? in full PPR, yeah, I'd go Ridley over Ford in full PPR. Great matchup.
Miami, I think we've answered
Miami.
that, right?
Oh no, Colts are number 1. Those 3.
They're just trying to get you. They were trying to get you there. I think.
Know you got it. It's Drew Lock, man. I mean, 2 pick sixes last week.
Yeah. Sit 1 Ford.
Yep.
All right. PPR Neighbors or Jennings?
Neighbors for me.
I'm going Neighbors too. If you're worried about Neighbors in the injury, Jennings, Ertz or Kincaid.
Ertz regardless of weather. Yeah, Ertz for sure.
Yes, barely up because of Connor. Jawan Johnson or Chig?
Yeah, Chig over Jawan. Yeah.
Wilson or Myers? Full PPR.
I'm going Myers in full PPR.
I'm down with it. This is Dolphins, right?
Dolphins, yes.
Okay. Devontae Adams or AJ Brown?
AJ Brown.
Even
though he's got Barkley, I don't care.
And then I think
Indy over Miami. Yeah.
Hall or Achane? Hall for me. Full PPR.
Achane for me just because Hall isn't fully healthy. Really close call, though.
Ford or Garrett Wilson? Garrett.
I'm going Ford here, Welsh.
All right.
Sorry for the split decision, Adam.
Half PPR need 1 running back, 2 wideouts, and a flex. Hall, Jones, Spears, Debo, Meyer, Neighbors, Thielen, McMillan. So our running back is, let's just call it Aaron Jones, probably, right?
We want to flex Hall, right? Like
yes, 100%. So the 2 wideouts.
2 wideouts. For me, it would be Neighbors and Debo.
Yeah, it is too. Gross. Yuck. You got us to say Devo. PPR, Ford, Grindo, Spears, Thielen, Achane, Downs, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver. Spears, Achane. Or I'm sorry, Spears, Downs.
Spears down and I'd flex.
Oh, and a flex. Yeah.
And I'd flex Achane Tower.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Neighbors, Blackshear, Neighbors, and then I guess I go with
Laporta. Yeah.
Okay. Pick 1 quarterback, Purdy or Flacco. We did this one. I go Purdy. You go Purdy, just barely.
Purdy, but Flacco might be a little safer. And in full PPR, oh man, I'm going Spears here.
I'm gonna go 8.
Pick 2.
I'm gonna go Spears.
Yeah, Spears.
I know you love Downs.
I'm going Spears and Downs over HN in full PPR.
Chig or McMillan in flex, full PPR.
Got to go McMillan, I think, over the tight end.
Absolutely, you do. Frankie, hello, gents. Full PPR need to play 3: Garindo, Laporta, Jonnu, Shakir, or Chig. So Garindo, and then it's just like all these tight ends.
I only want to play 1 tight end, so I would go in full PPR. I think I'd go Garindo, Shakir, Laporta.
Okay, I'm good with that. Tim, apologies. McConney, apologies. Oh no, I just got rid of one. Crap. Adams or Achane?
Adams.
Yep. Start 2, Achane, Downs, Aaron Jones. So sit who? I'm going to sit Downs here, but sit down.
Man, I'm going Downs by a nose over Achane in full PPR. So Aaron Jones for sure, though.
Sit Downs made me happy. Hall, Neighbors, Spears. We're sitting 1.
I'd play both running backs.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going to get through these. Look at us. Half PPR, Thielen, Wilson, Reed.
Wilson.
I'm down. Poor Tim. Allen or Mayfield?
Oh, Josh Allen. Come on, man.
Yeah. People really just think he's going to like not play in the second half. That's like the big narrative. McMillan and Evans. Evans is the play. Okay, let me get to the next one. Apologies here. No Hurts, Flacco or Young? Flacco. Chig or McMillan? I think we kind of
McMillan in full PPR, yeah.
Poor AJ. 2 left. Look at this. Thielen in the rain or Downs, Flacco?
I'm going Downs.
Yep, it is standard. So, and then last one, Downs, McMillan, Miller.
Downs for me.
Maybe
PPR.
rank it. Yeah, if we pick one, I guess Downs. If we go Downs, McMillan, Miller, that rank.
Yeah.
There we go. We did it. That was a lot of freaking questions, and hopefully we got you. Apologies to any of the people that just, their questions didn't show up. That stunk. Like there, a couple of those, but we love you. Hopefully we got it in the chat. Hopefully all of this breakdown has answered everything. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the final of the Sunday morning start and sit for the 2024 season. I've been here with you the entire year doing this, as has Pisapia. We've had an incredible rotation of Andrew Erickson, Derek Brown, Tom Strachan, and of course, the great and powerful Pat Fitzmaurice. Fitzy, I've done 2 live streams with you this week. It's been fantastic. And just really also thank you for doing a bunch of these on Sunday.
Yeah, always happy to jump on these with you, Welsh, and good luck to everyone in their championship games. May you bring home the trophy and a big fat winner's check.
That's right. Go and ship it. Ship it out, my friends. A big Monday night game that'll probably have some implications, as we've talked about, a lot of Lions players and 49ers players for sure. So I hope you guys take it home. We're rooting for you. You guys know where to find us. We are in the Fantasy Pros Discord as well. If you guys haven't checked that out, as the season's coming to an end, go to fantasypros.com/chat. You can join the Discord for free. There's rooms in there. There's a community. A lot of the people we've been talking with, this awesome community. Plus, if you upgrade to premium, you can have access to our private AMAs. You can go into Fitzy's like 12,000 other people do. It's crazy. And Fitzy answers. Get into mine, Erickson. We do live shows like Out of Bounds on Mondays. We had been doing the Extra Point. We got live shows, lots of great offerings. So go and join it today, fantasypros.com/discord. If you don't want the fantasy football season to end, you can extend it in our community. Find out about all the latest and greatest and take part at fantasypros.com/chat. Once again, want to thank Seth. Seth, you've killed it all season long. We appreciate all the great work that you've done. I'm excited to be able to do more streams and everything with you. Hopefully everybody has appreciated all the great work you put together, and just thank you to you guys for hanging out. Hopefully I was able to hold it down for you guys decently, get a bunch of your questions. That is it. That's a wrap. Let's go set some games. Let's watch some games. Let's get some stuff going down. I'm the Welsh. You can find me on Twitter at @IsItTheWelsh. Find Fitzy at Fitz_FF. Good luck. And we will talk to you next time right here on Fantasy Pros. Bye, friends.